Uh-huh. Ooh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, rest assured, Miss Open is fire. Daily categories lifting you higher. Pull up, jump out, open the door. Stay in the know is what we're here for. Non-stop news with traffic jams, it's true. Join the ride, make it do what it do. Opinionated news is here for you. Hot topics dropping, always something new. Stop by the station, speak your mind. Become a traffic jam and leave the noise behind. Opinionated news is the place to be. Hot topics firing, come and join me. I'm Miss Open, ready to claim wealth. Dropping news and gems like I never left. Views that matter, each voice is heard. Let's jam this traffic and spread the word. Discussion's top tier, put your clutch in gear. Buckle up, I'm driving the news all day, every day, getting to the views. Yeah. Opinionated news is here to stay. So beep beep, now get out the way. Remember Miss Open and opinionated news is fire. Like and subscribe to become a traffic jammer. At the something is fire. Daily categories lifting you higher. Pull up, jump out, open the door. Stay in the know is what we're here for. Non-stop news with traffic jams is true. Join the ride, make it do what it do. Opinionated news is here for you. Hot topics dropping, always something new. Yes, I'm Miss Open, ready to claim wealth. Dropping news and gems like I never left. Views that matter, each voice is heard. Let's jam this traffic and spread the word. Discussion's top tier, put your clutch in gear. Buckle up, I'm driving the news all day, every day, getting to the views. Opinionated news is here to stay. So beep beep, now get out the way. Remember Miss Open and opinionated news is fire. Like and subscribe to become a traffic jammer. What's that saying? Everybody has somebody. The level of somebody they have is the question that should be communicated at hello. However, the questions aren't asked early on. Are you involved with someone? Are you living with anyone? Are you married? Those are the three main questions that are overlooked at the initial greeting, because you're smitten at hi lady instead of inquiring about the valuable. And for valuable information, women are often sidetracked by the valuables of the man. Well, everything that glitters isn't golden. Yes, he's handsome. Yes, he has money. Yes, he introduced himself to you, Forrest. Everyone has an agenda, but are you a part of the plan? Men pray for a good woman, and women pray for a good man. Know the difference? A man enters a woman's life, and he instantly knows his intentions. Expectations of you as he has parade upon this. A woman meets a man and immediately begins setting expectations with intentions of, this is what I prayed for. You'll eventually find out who, what you are to him. Is this man really what you prayed for? Or is he the man sent to prey upon you while you're growing into your woman? There are men of season, and there are also men of reason. Throughout your growing season, you'll have to differentiate between knowing if you are his lead. push in her man's life. In order to be the leading lady, you first have to know when he is leading you on and let go. Be the woman who is an asset. Be the woman that can be confident in herself first. And be the woman who knows how to walk alone. So when and if he does come along, you'll know you're his leading lady. And not constantly wondering if he is leading you on, lady. As you have grown into your woman with or without him.
On tonight's episode of Open's Love Discussion, are you his leading lady or is he leading you on, lady? Let's discuss it. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Opinionated News. I'm Miss Open. We're always open Monday through Friday. You can find us here between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. I appreciate you all for joining me tonight as we have a discussion in our Open Love Discussion segment, the old segment. We're going to be discussing, are you his leading lady or is he leading you on, lady? Now, my camera's looking a little funny. Can y'all see me okay? Do I need more lighting? If you are in here, could someone drop me a traffic light, say hello, besides my sister? Hello, April, how are you? I appreciate you joining in. I was supposed to have a guest come tonight. I'm not sure if they're going to make it, but it's okay. Y'all know I like to talk, so I'm going to hold my discussion anyway. And once again, I don't have anything planned. I'm just going to ramble and talk, and hopefully you all come back in and flow with me. So I do appreciate you all for stopping in tonight. Now, often when you meet someone, hi Shay. Thank you, Sasha, for coming in. The link is in the chat if anyone would like to come on the panel tonight. But normally when you meet someone, there are different little guidelines. Sometimes people are just so smitten that they met someone that they forget to ask all the obvious questions. Are you married? How many kids you got? Do you have a girlfriend? Where do you work? All of these things. They're just smitten with the individual, probably the statue, probably their finances, who knows? But they forget to ask all these important questions. And then you just go on a couple of months and months and months. And normally for women, in their mind, after they've been talking to a guy for a few months and they know that's the only guy they're talking to, they start making plans in their own head. Hi, Vibes. Thank you for coming. Let me put y'all stuff on the thing. Thank you all for coming in. Hi, Vibes. Welcome. Open's Love Discussion. Tonight we're going to be discussing, are you his leading lady or is he leading you on, lady? And so as I was saying, when a woman meets them, they talk to a guy for 6 months, I'll give that the number. They're already making plans, even though the conversations have not been had. You probably did go ahead and ask some of those questions, but the conversation sometimes doesn't go to where are we going now? Sometimes women are afraid to ask that question based on they don't want to run the guy away. Sometimes it's based on the uncertainty on where the relationship may be going. Can you all give me just 1 second? I think I got somebody in the back. I'm going to play my little song real quick. Something going on. 1 second. I want to make sure I can get Get him up here.
What's that saying? Everybody has somebody. The level of somebody they have is the question that should be communicated at hello. However, the questions aren't asked early on. Are you involved with someone? Are you living with anyone? Are you married? Those are the three main questions that are overlooked at the initial greeting, because you're smitten at hi lady instead of inquiring about the valuable. And for valuable information, women are often sidetracked by the valuables of the man. Well, everything that glitters isn't golden. Yes, he's handsome. Yes, he has money. Yes, he introduced himself to you, Forrest. Everyone has an agenda, but are you a part of the plan? Men pray for a good woman, and women pray for a good man. Know the difference? A man enters a woman's life, and he instantly knows his intentions, expectations of you.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with his device, so hopefully he'll be coming back up. I do appreciate you all for working with me tonight. As you all know, like I said, I never have a plan. I just have a topic and I just see where it goes. But I do thank you all for tuning in. So I'm going to get back to talking about what I was talking about. But for a man, and if y'all hear some fighting, I apologize. I told y'all to stay in the hood. My neighbors are up there fighting, y'all. They're lesbians, though, so we're going to have to just pray. We're going to pray for them. Thank you so much, Vibes. Yeah, I wrote that little song. Well, actually, it was a poem I wrote years ago. It was some little poem that I wrote years ago, and I decided to turn it into a song, and it obviously worked out. Y'all know AI will come through. Appreciate AI. But like I was saying, so for men will meet a woman, and for them, she's just somebody I'm talking to. And they may have a couple of more people. And same thing for women too. Now, first of all, just gonna let you know, I'm not being sexist, biased, or anything. This is my observation, my opinion. As we are at Opinionated News Station, come in, we're always open. But it's just my observation of, a man, they'll continue to date multiple. They're praying. That's when I say a man prays for a woman. They're praying on different women to see which woman has the best quality. Where a woman will literally pray and be like, God, could you please send me the man? I need help. I'm tired. And when a man appears, they automatically assume that's the man I prayed for. And sometimes he may be just that man of season and not the man of reason. So you have to, be careful, because, and that's also for the men as well. Sometimes that woman is just a woman of season, not a woman of reason. But at the end of the day, when we having these relationships and encounters and meeting individuals, and definitely now that most of us that are around here, we're in our 40s, and you have to make sure that you're not being led on. You want to, I know I don't want to be second to no one. I don't want to be second. I felt, first of all, when I was younger, I chose those positions. I chose second position due to my childhood trauma, my lack of not knowing what love was. I chose second position. But once I grew up and realized that I was worthy of enough, I knew and I loved who I was, I chose that wasn't for me. I want my own man. And I've had my own men. I ain't got one now. He may come one day. But I've had my own men. But they was my men of the season. They were not my reason. My different relationships broke up, but I felt like I've been led on a time of or two. Me thinking that we're going somewhere. I've been talking to him 6 months, 8 months, year and a half, but no conversations have been had. So it never goes anywhere. Never goes anywhere. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I be trying to multitask, see what's going on. But if you all are here and interested with me, I see I got 7 people and something going on with my chat on the sideline. Can you drop me a traffic light? Y'all are my traffic jammers. When we come in and hold these discussions, you all are my traffic jammers, and I really do appreciate you. As I continue to tell you, We're going to continue to grow. We're going to be able to continue to flow these conversations. But I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in with me tonight. And once again, if my I'm not sure if my guest is going to be able to come up or not. I didn't see him come back in. So if he doesn't, we'll probably only be here an hour. If my guests come, we may be here for 2 hours. Thank you, Vibes. I can always count on you. I can always count on you to drop me a traffic light, be here to support me. You are very appreciated, and I thank you. Now, but how do you all know? I'm going to ask you all a question. Have any of you ever been led on? Like, far as me, my last feeling like I was led on was probably about 4 years ago. I want to say, well, I met the guy in probably 2018. And we didn't really start talking until 2022. So what is that? 2021. So that's 4 years ago. And throughout that time, no conversations were had, but they were, if that makes any sense. We were spending time. We were holding conversation. We were going out. So we were getting to know each other, but I don't think we were getting to know each other on a deeper level. I don't know why I just feel like my lighting is not right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see if it's my camera. That might have been it. But I just feel like my lighting isn't right. I apologize. Let me turn my light this way. Okay. But I felt like, I was being led on. And then I actually came to the conclusion and found out proof that I was being led on. Come to find out, he had been talking to a lady that he had been talking to for like 19, 20 years, y'all. How can a newbie compete, even though they weren't married? Like, I guess she didn't set boundaries for herself, because there's no way, me personally, no man is going to lead me on for 20 years, 20 whole long years, leading me on. No, you might get 10 months, maybe a year. And if you real fine, I mean, real fine, you might get a year and a half. But that's it. I'm not giving nobody 20 years of my life. Well, I found this out probably within our year. Even though, like, he sort of always spoke of this individual, but I didn't realize that this individual had been around for 20 years. Because one thing about me, I said this before, if it's a woman in the person's life before me, I try to be, yes, girl, it was crazy as heck. Like 20 years. Like, I'm not doing it. Hi, Drea. Thank you for joining our Opens Love discussion. I'm just rambling right now, but the topic tonight is, are you his leading lady, or is he leading you on, lady? And how can you tell the difference? So right now, I'm just telling about a situation where I felt like I was led on about 4 years ago. And so, we're talking, we're spending time. I'm going to his house. We over there cooking breakfasts together. Breakfast. Let me let y'all know first, I love breakfast dates. Those are my favorite. Like, let's either go out for breakfast, or breakfast brunch dates. I prefer those over the dinner dates. And I love breakfast food anyway. So, but we were doing all of that. Like, we at his house vibing, listening to music, just having the time of our lives. And the whole time, in my mind, because I am a woman, I'm thinking we're leading somewhere, when actually, you all, that man was leading me on. But it was okay, because one thing about Miss Open, I don't emote easily. So I was able, because I was the one that cut it off. Like, once I found out that I'm playing second position, or I'm in competition, because that's something I'm never willing to do, is to compete with another woman ever in life. So once I found out that I was competing, I quit the race. I quit the race. I immediately walked out on the race like, whew, I ain't gonna be able to do that. And when I walk off from situations like that, I give myself time to breathe. And I'm not gonna say heal, because I'm never hurt from anything like that. So I give myself time to breathe before I do try to encounter the next individual. So I gave myself a whole year, you all. I gave probably a year and a half, because the next guy I start talking to 2023. We're doing good. He's bringing his representative. He's bringing his representative every time. Like, oh, you and your baby want something to eat? I'm going to drop you and your baby something off to eat. I'm going to do this. He taking me out. Good. We doing good. Okay. Intimacy come, and Everything going good. But then out of nowhere, communication slowed down. I mean, and I should have known from the beginning. Once he said, "Good morning, Queen, Grand Rising, y'all," and was texting me every day. Thank you so much, Drea. Thank you. But once he started texting me every day, y'all, talking about Grand Rising, good morning, morning, beautiful Queen. May you have a positive and productive day. I should have known then, because I'm smart, y'all. I'm real smart. But I wasn't smart enough to get in and grasp that he was leading me on as well. So we talked for about a year and a half, which I hadn't talked to him since around my birthday time, because I cut it off. Like, once I feel like you're gonna mess with my mental, you're gonna try to play with my heart, because my heart is good and golden, I'm chunking you to deuces. I better be one and only. I will not be anything else but the one. We know Queen vibes Queen. I understand. Now, like I told you all, I made choices when I was younger, definitely way younger. Like, not saying, but when I was way younger, I made my choices. Hey, Mike D, welcome to the chat. What is you in here laughing at, Mike? What is you want? You got something you want to say? You can always hit the link. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. But like I said, I felt like I've been led on in my adult life. And it's probably karma. Karma will come back, because when I was younger, I wouldn't shit, y'all. I was leading dudes on. I was horrible, and I can admit it. So, being that I wasn't shit, when I decided to become some shit and be who I am and embrace my woman and grow into my woman, y'all, pray for a sister. The men they led me on, but it's okay, because now that I have my tools, I'm not praying for a man. My man will just come to me. I'll be ready. I'll be healed, and I'll be sure of myself. I'll be able to weed out the bullshit, all of that. So, therefore, I can have something that is going to be real, where I can be the leading lady. I have to be the leading lady. I've been led on, and led on. And this time, like, I'm finally done. That pretty face knocked Mike out of the bushes. Oh, thank you so much, Vibes Queen. Mike, come back. Come on, say something to me. They say I knocked you out the bushes, Mike. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you. Mike D, y'all, that's my moderator, and he's also my Money Monday co-host. So I do appreciate him. So if he is in the chat, y'all show him some love. Be nice to Mike. Mike, my dog, that's my boy. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue to talk about not being a leading lady, because my time gonna come, y'all. I don't know when it's gonna come. Oh, y'all gotta pray for my eyelash too, y'all. If my eyelash start lifting, because for some reason my eyes been watering all day. So if my eyelash start lifting, it's okay. That ain't gonna stop no leading man. Me from being a leading lady, because they don't even be wanting us to wear this to wear the lashes and stuff. Thank you, Drea, being so kind. I see I got 12 people, y'all. I'm excited, because it normally just be me and Vibes in here just kicking back. Me, Vibes, and Zanae. And my friend Zanae won't be able to be here tonight. She had obligations. But I do appreciate you. Oh, you coming up with me? You got to make you a drink? Oh, I'm going to need a drink, y'all. Mike D might come up and holler at me, and we'll hold a conversation. And I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, like, can anybody want to tell me besides Vibes Queen? Because I know, like, Dre, are you in a relationship? Any of my bushwatchers, are you all in relationships? Are you a leading lady? Are you a leading lady? Or do you have aspirations to be a leading lady? Because everyone doesn't desire relationships. Some people enjoy being single. And I'm one of them people where I have enjoyed being single long enough. My last real relationship, because those two leading guys leading me on, those weren't real relationships. So my last real relationship was, it ended in 2018. It was only for probably about 2 years. That one didn't last that long. And that's something else I found out. The older I got, the less time I was willing to invest. Oh yeah, Vibes. I ain't even read that fully. Let me start reading. I just be putting them up here. Mike D, good to see you again. I am just being silly. Please don't take me too serious. Girl, that thing just as silly as me and you. He ain't gonna take nothing too serious. We all got good vibes in here. Drea said, I apologize to you last night in Vibes chat that I wasn't present in your research. I didn't even see that, girl. Sometimes I'd be listening because I went silent and I had some personal stuff going on, but I'm certainly going to support every chance I get. And I really appreciate you, Drea. Like, I don't be caring. It just be some. I'm telling you, I'm coming live regardless. I'm gonna be here Monday through Friday, anywhere between 7 and 10. I prefer to come earlier, but between my neighbors making all that noise, and sometime I might not have finished my song or finished something, I might be running late. So it depends on my day that I schedule, but I prefer to come earlier. But from 7 to 10, Sunday through Friday. I got to stop saying Monday because I'm going to be here Sunday too. Sunday through Friday, I will be here. Saturday drill, I'm going to be over there in the beach house with Vibes Queen, getting sand thrown on me, and I'm going to be throwing it back because they be mad because I be winning. But I really appreciate you. So let me get back on topic because y'all know I ramble. I like to see the little chats come in, y'all. I know you've been going through something, Drea. Good to see you back in the streets, girl. And these streets been streeting, but we're gonna leave that off of this channel. We'll take that on over to the castle tonight or tomorrow, because I'm not, like I said, I ain't gonna be here too long. If Mike D does decide to come up with me, we'll chop it up a minute, but because I'm gonna be here every day. I'm getting back in the algorithm. I'm gonna start dropping y'all some videos soon and some news, but I can't do the dramatic. I'm sorry, I can't do all the crime news and people getting killed. I got depressed last time, so I'm gonna try to find some fun little news stuff because y'all know that's how I came out, being fun. So, but let me get back on track. Leading lady, because I see I got a couple of more bush watchers. So those that have just gotten here, you're at Open's Love Discussion tonight, and that's the old segment, OLD, Opens Love Discussion. And we're talking about, are you a leading lady or is he leading you on, lady? So if anyone else would like to come in and tell me about their situation, it'll be great. And anyone is always welcome to hit the link. I'm going to repost the link just in case, so nobody don't have to scroll up. It ain't like my chat rolling though. But I'm trying to, make sure I keep my link in here on discussion days. Well, every day is a discussion day, but I like to come out and try to give a little bit of commentary or talking. It ain't really commentary, but me talking, and before I drop a link and let people come up. But at any time, anyone is always willing to hit this chat. This link open. We're always open, so all opinions are open. Welcome. Nothing will be dismissed here at Opinionated News Station. But let me get back on track. So like I said, being that I've been led on, and I haven't been in a relationship in 7 years, and I personally haven't been dating since September, because remember, after I in getting led on, I like to take a break. So I've been taking my break. But y'all, warm old lady hot summer, something coming up. And it's warming up in Detroit. We had good weather today. It was windy, but we had good weather. So I'm trying to get back out there. And when I get out there, I don't want to be led on. And I don't want to settle for the first guy because that's normally what I'll do in a way. I don't really date like that. I'll have a dating season where I'm going on breakfast dates real quick, and then I'll make a choice. And I'm going to roll with that one person. So maybe I am preying on men. When I say men prey on women, what if I'm the prayer? Are any of y'all prayers? Have you all not prayed, but are you all prayers? Are you all out here clawing at men? I'm not currently doing that, but when I do get in my little dating phases where I'm trying to meet someone, I'm going on breakfast dates often, 3 to 5 times a week. It hadn't happened recently, but 3 to 5 times a week, I'm trying to meet someone, and then I lock in, and then I get led. That's probably why I get led on, y'all. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm going to continue. And y'all have to bear with me tonight. For some reason, my anxiety high. So I'm going to have to smoke because y'all know I got ADHD and all types of other stuff. So y'all just pray for me. But I am going to have to smoke. But I have been trying to come more presentable. But this is my love segment, my get down, have fun segment. Thursday and Fridays we start getting a little more ratchet over here at the station. Oh, I think I got my guest coming on. Make sure he ready to grow. He ready to go. I'm gonna be adding you to the stage, Mike. So make sure your mic is on and that you're ready to be on the camera because I'm not putting up a banner. So you all welcome Mike D to the
What up,
live stream.
though? What up, though,
What up?
everybody?
What's up, Mike? What is going on?
Shit, tired, man. Tired.
Tired?
Um,
What you been doing? You been working?
yeah, I did a marketing push for this crypto project I had last night, and I didn't get to sleep till about 4 a.m. Then was back up at 7, and then all that rain, my dang on basement flooded. So I'm like, man, what the hell? So I had to clean all that up, and
Oh my.
it
Yeah,
is
we
what it
had
is. One of them days, but I got to work out.
yes, that
So
rain was crazy last night. I didn't even check my basement, so if mine flooded. It's just flooded.
yeah, so it's crazy.
Vibes on her drink. Say she hope you made all of us a drink and drill
Oh
roll. I
man,
got mine rolled already, but I'm smoking a little cigarette. Got my anxiety high.
water.
Oh, I'm proud of you. Drink some water, man. I'm drinking water too, though. That's what I'm. I ain't no drinker. I'm drinking me some water. Mine in the bottle. And
Yeah.
the topic tonight, Mike. Are you his leading lady, or is he leading you on, lady? So I'm gonna start with this one question: have you ever led somebody on?
No. Oh yeah, yeah, I have.
Have you ever led somebody on?
Yeah, yeah. This is. I mean, oh, let me turn this TV off because my TV on in the background.
Okay, no problem.
What the hell is my? But anyway, yeah. I didn't leave it. I wasn't an adult. This was when I was like in fifth grade.
Oh man, we don't want to hear that. To fifth
Yeah,
grade,
but it stuck with me though for a
that's
long
their inner
time.
child. Their inner child. So
Yeah,
tell us
yeah, it
about it.
stuck with me. I had it was this girl. She wrote me a letter, and she was like, "Will you be my boyfriend?" So I was like, "Yeah," And so she made me little arts and crafts, and hey, Mike, me and Mike, and all this stuff. And I was like, I started liking her for real. But then everybody started teasing me like, man, ooh, y'all go together. That's your girlfriend. And I was like, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. And then she was just standing there, and they was like, yes, it is your girlfriend. I said, no, it ain't. She was like, what do you mean? You not my boyfriend? I said, no, I've been playing you the whole time. And she just looked at me like real serious. And she just started crying, and she turned around and walked away. And I never seen her again. And it's like she dropped out of school at like fifth grade.
You done made the baby quit school in fifth grade because oh my god.
Dog. Yeah. That stuck with me forever. And I just thought about it because that was
That was your trend of starting to lead ladies home.
well, I never did it. I never did that again after that
Oh,
because
okay.
that really hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because I really started liking
You
her
did
because
it
she was
though.
really nice,
How did that hurt your feelings when you were the one who told her I've been playing you?
because I wasn't being myself and
Okay,
I was playing for the crowd,
okay.
It's kind of like I gotta turn this TV off. Hold on one second. This is crazy.
You how many TVs you got? Now turn it off. It's
Okay.
all good. Turn it off. I thank you all for tuning in here at Opinionated News Station. You're tuned in to Open's Love Discussion segment. Tonight, I'm your host, Miss Open, and on the panel we have Mike D. She's still saying fuck Mike to this day while telling her story. Girl, trauma. Like he got the
Yeah.
trauma from it too now. And then she no, I'm like for real, she probably lived a long time with that trauma. Like my first boyfriend dumped me. I had to move. I dropped out of school. I ain't got no education because because
Yeah.
I ain't graduate because this boy led me on.
Yep.
That
And
is
and and the crazy part about it, she lived across the street from the school, and it's like I don't know what happened. But yeah, it stuck with me. I ain't gonna say well, I was a sensitive kid. So I'm different than everybody else. I ain't those dudes that gotta be all like, yeah, nigga, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I am, but I ain't really like, I don't fake this shit. it's authentic for me. So
Okay.
you know.
All right, that's good. Like, even though this is about leading ladies on, I must admit that I did lead someone on. Before I do that, welcome Jesse. Thank you for tuning in. Whenever you get time and want to discuss, and or if you want to come up, you can come up as well. I appreciate you. But I led my first relationship on. I got with a guy when I was
Mm.
16. We stayed together until I was 23, but I never really loved him. I needed him. If
Mm.
that makes sense. I was a homeless, struggling kid. Started getting myself out, and then I finally did get myself out and got my own apartment. But he was like my support that I needed, that I didn't know I needed at that time. But I didn't, I loved him as a person, but I never in the whole 7 years fell in love with him. Had that desire to like, oh, my man, I'm gonna go home to my man. I used to be outside. I mean, outside. He used to have to drag. Literally, I remember one time he was riding beside me. I'm walking to the club. He's riding beside me. You don't need to go to the club. It's a Wednesday night. You ain't but 17.
Mhm.
I don't care. I'm going to the club. You wouldn't take me. But I was leading him on. And so my karma has came back on me several times, Michael, in my life.
Yeah.
Karma came back, you know, because from there, like I thought, I don't know, when does karma end?
When you die, I guess. I don't
I
know.
guess it's like I feel like I have reaped that karma a couple of times that I didn't need it to be ripped of. So at the end of the day, in this season, I don't know if you were in here earlier, but this season of my life, I want to finally be a leading lady. I finally want to take a man serious. I finally want to, you know, but at this big age that I am, I can't continue. I would like to grow with my person, but most of us are already who we are, and so you can't really grow. You just have to gel. I'm saying there's always progression and stuff, but normally, you get with people and you try to change them. And so I
Mhm.
want to ask you this question, Mike. When you're in your dating phase, do you date?
I don't date
Or
no more. No,
no more? When was the last
no.
time you was dating?
Oh
You still
man, I
single?
say about 2, 3, probably about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I
But
don't date no more. It's not that it's not that serious no more. You know, I got my own stuff. I got my. I mean, dating is cool if you find that right person, but when they start holding your feet to the fire and they're not really respecting how you feel about stuff, ain't no sense of I'm not about to try to date you and ride a unicycle blindfolded, juggling flaming chainsaws to try to let you know that I care about you or whatever.
who told you to do all that? What you gotta? Why you gotta juggle
Well,
chainsaws
I'm just
and
saying
juggle
that's just
tools?
what it is. It's the expectations. I mean,
Yeah.
don't expect nothing from me, and you will be happy all the time because I'll constantly surprise you. But when you start having demands and you got to do this, you got to do that, then you become easily replaceable. And people be playing themselves out.
So
You
would
know
you
what I'm
continue?
saying?
Would you call that leading her on, or would you just call that her fucking up? Like, what is that?
I mean, free will.
Free
Some
will?
people come. Some people come in your life for a season. For a reason. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you just take it what it is, and hopefully you will make a good friend. You won't damage that person's self-esteem and confidence, and you just got to be honest. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
and this,
honest.
yeah, I about to say in this season. Well, I've always been honest. I ain't gonna lie. I've always been honest, except for that 16 to 23 relationship. Yeah, I was a liar. I was a cheat. I didn't know any better though at that time. And when I
Yeah,
realized it, I was just reacting off of my inner child, my childhood, my stuff. I didn't know at that time, but I've since then I've been open, honest, and like I don't have nothing to hide from nobody. So, but
you're
even though like,
16. Damn. Okay.
what don't be
I mean,
doing
I'm
math
just
over
I'm
there.
just thinking. I mean, he 23, you 16, so you was real young. You know what I'm saying? I
But I
seen
was
you
real
before,
grown.
so
I was real
yeah,
grown.
yeah.
I had my
I'm
own
thinking from his
apartment.
perspective though. He got a fresh little 16-year-old bud in, and he don't care what you do. Just
Yes,
live.
he did.
I
He
mean, he
was
do, but
Let me
I
tell you
mean,
about this.
hey,
When I got with him, he was freshly divorced. He married his high school sweetheart. High school sweetheart turned out to be the high school hoe. and they instantly got sort of divorced. So he was looking for like a real type of woman. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those guys that I guess wanted to be married. So therefore, far as for me, I was young. I didn't, definitely didn't want to do marriage. I had just 6, 8 years watching my, mom and dad divorce. Marriage ain't nowhere on my mind, but I was grown. It was not an R. Kelly situation. I put the moves on this man. He didn't put them on me. I saw bait.
Mhm.
I dropped my bait, reeled my little fish in, and I caught him. It was me. But I had my own apartment, my own car. I had a job. I was going to school. But like I still needed him. And I needed him far as like it wasn't money type of thing because I was taking care of myself. It was like I knew he loved me. You know what I'm saying? I needed that love that I didn't get at home growing up. So I knew he loved me. And I would play on his love because I knew he loved me.
Oh man,
If
yeah,
that made any sense.
that
But
makes
that was
sense.
my mama.
Yeah, I know. I met this one lady. She told me that if I ever told her that I loved her, that she was gonna test it. And I was kind of like taken aback by that. I'm like, if I tell you I love you and I care about you, that you gonna test it. I mean, that's kind of like
I feel her.
sabotaging the relationship,
I don't
or
know if
any
it's
potential. That's
I don't know
wild.
if I'm toxic or what, but I feel her. Like one thing about me, people will love you conditionally. People will play
Hmm.
on your love. So therefore, if you love me, I'm gonna test it one time to see where that love is. Not no major test where I'm gonna go cheat or I'm gonna do something crazy, but I want to test it. You love me, right? So, and you saying you love me unconditionally, show me. And I'm not just saying because I'm not a gift person. I don't want the gifts like that. I'll take a gift, yeah, but I don't need the gifts. I don't need the affirmation like that, the words of affirmation, because I am secure and know exactly who I am. But I want to know, make sure you love me because I've only loved. I've never been in love, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it depends on what your definition of in love is. If you judging it off the movies or some type of magical feeling or being coming down and say, "Hey, this is your soul mate" and all that stuff, it ain't nothing like that. It's tolerate. It's the ability to tolerate a person. If I could
I'm
tolerate you, I mean, all that little special gooey feeling. I mean, you want that too, but if I could tolerate you, we get along generally. I don't want to whoop your ass, and you don't want to whoop my ass, and we can laugh at times and pay bills. Then we straight.
who whooping ass. Hey,
I'm just saying,
my
if
domestic violence days are over. I have been. Like we got some something in the chat. Give me 1 second, but I appreciate you, Drea. Drea told me that I am very wise and aware, and thank you so much. And love is definitely an action word, so I'm gonna test that action. Now, Jesse said that's not true, Mike. I don't know what's not true, Jesse. What
yeah,
did
that's
you,
not true.
Mike? What you said? You telling stories on the panel?
I'm not. I was looking at the chat on my other
I
phone.
know. I know you're looking at the chat, but I'm just trying to figure out what she say. That's not true. Real love is your. I can never say that word. Euphoric. Euphoric.
That's
I
when
can
you
read y'all. I'm
cheating.
not slow.
That's that
Mm.
cheating life. That's that side stuff.
Oh, I didn't even see Vibes Queen backstage. We got another person joining the panel. 1 second, Michael. I'm
Mm.
gonna add Miss Vibes Queen. Hi,
Hey,
Vibes Queen. Welcome. Hey,
what's up?
What's up,
nothing
lady?
much.
I'm just coming up.
Okay. You just want to be up here. That's cool. Like Vibes is not like on her platform, she got many words, but when she go on other platforms, she's real nice and sweet and just to wait her turn. Where I'm aggressive, like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
But she's so sweet. I love Vibes Queen. So if you ever be on YouTube like that, check her channel out. She be in there, she
Yeah,
be holding her
I
own.
was gonna wait. Then the last time we went live and she was gonna be on at 11:20, I fell asleep. I'm
Oh,
old now. I'll be falling asleep in like 2 seconds. I'll be gone.
me too. I be having to tell her, I'm like, girl, you gotta text me or call me or something when you going live because she's a late liver, and I'm trying not to be this late myself. I was trying to be earlier, but my neighbor's still fighting. But I knew today I had some stuff to do, and I had to finish and prepare. But
Hmm.
you got something you want to say?
I'm just coming up. I
Yes,
haven't
we
really
are.
came up here since you started coming back live.
No, you haven't. But you used to always be at the block parties up there holding it down with me. I
Yeah,
appreciate you all. But I want to get
I
back to
just,
Mike and find out why he was leading these ladies on. Talk about he went. You had to lead somebody on, Michael. We need facts because I.
Okay, I did. Let me see. I think after my divorce, I got married. I was like 20. I wasn't even old enough to drink. You know what I'm saying? I got
Mhm.
married, and then I ended up getting a divorce. And I met this lady. She was cool and everything, but she just really wasn't quite my type. She was real aggressive, like she was like thugged out. But she was
Oh Lord, I ain't
yeah.
your type because I'm a thug. Hey, no, I'm just
No, but
playing.
she was like the lunch lady type of person, like just a little short, little mean chick, but she funny. But you know what I'm saying? You could tolerate her, but she was just overbearing, you know. But um she really showed me that I mattered, you know, because I was down after my marriage because I was, I had kids, you know what I'm saying? That was like the hardest thing I ever had to do was divorce my wife. But yeah, well, anyway, she made me feel happy, feel good, and showed me some stuff, you know, and I liked that. But I really didn't. It just wasn't there for me as far as the attractiveness and stuff. And I stuck
Mhm.
around for a second, but eventually I had to really let her go because I didn't want to get caught up. Because
And you
I
was
won't
running with
say,
some more women. You was leading some more on. Lord Jesus.
yeah, it wasn't like I was messing with her because she was like more available and she liked me more than I liked her. And that's cool for some people, but I can't live like that, you know. I really want to like the person that I'm with,
Yeah, I feel you.
you
Like I'm
know.
not. I don't want to be with anyone that feels forceful, that feels restrained and that toxic love. I don't want toxic love. I done had it. You know,
Yeah,
I done had all that. Like I just want my next person in my next season to be. I want to be his leading lady, where I can walk hand in hand with you. Not literally, but be your equal. Put just as much into the relationship that you're putting into this relationship, and grow. Let me read what Drea said. Drea said a lot of men love the idea of me, but can't handle the reality. See, and that's what it be too. Like for me, I think I scare my man off, y'all. I'm not. I'm gonna not say I think. I know I scare my man off. I talk too much. I tell all my business because I'm open, and then like I talk. Like I don't know. I know I run them off, but they like me though. Because they be coming back. Like I have even my ex, the same one that I used to cheat on from 23. Yeah, when I was 23, he called me. He had got with a whole new lady and everything. Oh, you still here, friend? Thank you for tuning in, Sasha. Oh, I mean Sasha. Oh, I know better. Oh, I know better, Sasha. Don't you get me? But like I was saying, the guy that I used to and I used to cheat on him and do all this stuff. He still called me maybe a year or two later to try to sleep with me. Maybe 4 more years later, he tried to relationship me again. And then maybe 3 more years after that, he still tried to relationship me again. Like all my guys always come back one way, form, or another. So it'd be
that's just how it
scary.
is.
And I don't know if it's, but one thing about me, I don't like to go back. So I've never went back to any of them, but in my brain right now, I it's only one out of all of them that I would say, hey, I would go back, but it would
Yeah,
have to be right. And I would, and I believe when I was talking to this one particular person, I believe that he was leading me on, but he had the potential for me to be that leading lady, but I was being led on, y'all. So anybody want
I
to say
don't.
something?
I mean, you could feel you was being led on, but you never know. You never know. Sometimes, I'll tell you like this: when a man is comfortable in his life and he good, he just don't want no problems. You know, he want to be pretty much just like even. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to have to deal with too much extra stuff. you know.
Yeah,
So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm extra as I'm extra. I'm gonna act
yeah.
up. My little get up. No, I'm not really extra because I'm not needy.
Hmm.
Like I'll never forget. Even like my baby dad. I remember one day he told me, he's like, "You never need me," and I know men want to be needed,
No, we
but
don't.
That's exactly what I was just gonna tell you.
No, we
they,
don't. Men say that we don't want to be needed. We want to rather be left alone. You
you
know.
want to be left alone, mate.
No, I'm just
The
saying.
men,
No, I
the
was
men
just about to
that
say that though.
we we
I was just
we.
about to say that.
Yeah, they do. Like men want to be needed, and so I know I never let my men know that I need them like that. Even if I am in need, I can be in dire need, and it's probably one out of a million chance that I'm gonna ask for something, or I'm gonna say not one out of a million, but one out of 1,000 chance that I'm gonna ask for anything. Like, but at the end of the day, my baby dad told me I never. What's so funny? Y'all
I'll
just
Nah,
just.
I,
laughing.
I don't agree, Mike. I don't agree. I think men love to feel needed.
It
Maybe
depends on
not
what it's
you,
for.
but no,
Yeah.
cause just simple stuff like, okay, you come back from the grocery store, right? And you trying to take the groceries in the house. If they're around, they want you to ask them for help or the baby car seat or something. I'll be a damsel in distress. Okay, I need help.
See,
But
I'm not
if
married.
I'm by myself,
No,
But
I
that's
mean,
why
that's
you've
hello.
been
different.
married 20 years, vibes, because you know how to be the leading lady. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you've been married 20 years. I've been out here just getting led on because I have been leading my own lane. Now I'm gonna read what Drew said. That's one of my biggest problems. Also, I'm very independent and not needy, and men cannot handle that. And I ain't even gonna say they can't handle it, but I think I run mine off from not showing, first of all, emotion. It's hard for me to show emotion. I can like love you, like not in love, but I can like love you and like you like that. But I'm just not gonna be able to tell you. I ain't gonna be able to show it either. And I know it's childhood trauma.
I want to get
Yes.
back to the need. I got to get back to this need situation thing. See, it's I don't like when you need me. Well, it's like this. Some people needs is like I need you to pay my bills and need you to do this and I need or you need to.
Oh, you acting
We
like
don't
Brooke
like
and
that type of need,
Steel.
that expectation need and stuff. No, I just want to. I wanted to see the need that I want is like to where if I see that you trying to do something and you want to take it to the next level and I can help you and we can interact with that. That's the need I'm talking about. But a lot of women, they these days they trying to always going out their way to tell a man why they don't need him. I mean, why you gotta if we talking and we together, you don't have to tell me that you don't need no man while we together. I don't need no man for this and that. I don't need no man. I don't need you. Don't convince
I
me
ain't never
that you don't
said it.
need me. You don't have to go out your way to convince me that you don't need me. I mean, to not need a man to me is a strength, and that's a good foundation that we can catapult off of and enhance each other. I don't want to have to come and build you up. I'd rather take where you at and we enhance each other. It's reciprocal, like Trump's tariffs.
Who? I don't know nothing about.
Reciprocal.
I don't know nothing about
We
Trump.
won't talk about that though.
We don't talk about Trump over here. We about to ban that word in the chat. Vibe,
Oh
you
my
show me how to
God.
put Trump in the ban list.
Yeah, I
In the
forgot
I
it
book.
ain't
wasn't
it ain't Monday. It ain't Monday. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah. You
wasn't
can talk
talking
about Trump all
about
night.
I wasn't talking about need as in financial need. I was talking about need like to
Yeah,
open a bottle or something.
yeah. Like,
Instead of you can't reach up a cup from the top shelf, like, hey honey, can you get this cup for me? That kind of need. I wasn't talking about money.
Mike thinks
Oh,
money.
okay. I get that. I get that.
That's probably all Mike got is money, 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 money. So therefore, he's used to people asking from like something. Remember like how Marcus got? They think Marcus got money. So every time the Atlanta Street interview people see him, Marcus, let me get $1. Let me, even though they ain't nobody he dating. But at the end of the day, when men that have money, that's all they think somebody wants from them. When in actuality, some women genuinely just like that person. It ain't about the money. So I understand. I feel you vibes like far as like yes, and that's where I was trying to take it with my baby dad. He wasn't necessarily trying to say because he was already at that time he was taking me and my friends out on dates on, we was having the time of our life. I was young then too. I went like 23, 24, 25. So I'm living it up. But at the end of the day, I didn't need him for anything ever. Like I wouldn't ask for nothing, and I'm that girl. Like if I'm taking those bags and he'd be like, I'll get the bags. I got the bags, and I think that's a turnoff for men because I'm too strong. And even today, when I be in stores and I'm pushing my cart, somebody offer to help me. I'm like, no, I got it. And they be looking at me like, why you won't do it? And I'm gonna tell y'all this quick story. So I'm coming out the grocery store. This is about a year ago. Coming out the grocery store, and this lady, I'm with a big old cart. And this lady's like, oh, my son can do it for you. And I'm like, and her son looked like he had some type of special need. I'm like, no, I got it. She was like, no, he can do it for you. It's like, ma'am, I got it. So she basically told me I needed to drop some of my masculine energy. We was on a whole nother side of town. I come back home to my corner store. That lady was in the store. She was like, was you just that lady? I was like, yes. And we were like literally 30 minutes away from where we live, I guess. But I just wanted to tell y'all that, like, I can't accept help like that. But in this season of my life, I'm accepting help. I'm making some good changes. Let me see. I'm missing some chats. Let me read these chats real quick. Just say these men in today's society want to be courted like females. I can't get with that. Now, I ain't encountered them. I'm not courting. I think because I date more older. I ain't courting a fool. I'm Canada. Don't talk about him. I don't know. Oh, I'm Canadian. Okay, I didn't know you was Canadian, Drea. Greetings. Welcome, Manifest. Thank you. Oh, this is just your type of topic? Oh, Lord. You can hit the panel, Manifest, if you want to. If you got something to get off your chest, girl, because we done been led on. I know I have. And, but in this season of my life, I'm not leading anyone on, and I'm not going to actually be led on anymore. I'm aware. I know what to look for. And from there, I'm going to move accordingly. So, Mike, are you planning on leading any ladies on in this season of your life?
No. I want to be courted.
Oh, you want to be courted, Jesse?
I want to be courted. Yeah, court me.
Yeah. Might say call him, girl.
Right. But, courting me is like making me a sandwich. Rub my head a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Make me feel like I got 2 extra inches. Make me feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's one thing I had to stop doing. I had to stop feeding the strays. I had to stop because I'm that person. I'm from the South, so food is our love language, definitely with the men. And so I was around here feeding the guys that was leading me on, and I'd be damned.
Jesse is backstage.
Oh no, that's the boss.
Oh, thank you, Drive. So let me know. Welcome, Jesse. If you're prepared, I'm about to add you right now.
I ain't trying to argue with nobody today.
Ain't nobody arguing. Jesse ain't coming to argue. She coming to state her facts.
You can't handle no you can't handle no strong. I already know it's you. I already know. Come on, bring her up.
You don't know.
No, I like Jessie. She funny, man. Jessie funny. She real and she authentic. She real and she authentic. I like her.
Jessie.
Hey, Open. Hey, Bob.
Hi.
Hey, Mike.
Got some words for Mike.
Hi, Mike. How you doing,
Hi.
Jessie?
I ain't got no words for him. He got a preconceived notion already, so
she cool. I like Jessie. She cool.
He sounds like he might be a little afraid, so I'm gonna be cool.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Manifest was telling Michael, wait a minute. The man is to come and court the women.
Okay, good luck with that.
Oh, so you ain't courting women no more?
Nah, man. Look.
How you gonna find your leading lady? Oh,
they just show up. I don't need a woman.
Oh, how you get mad when we say we don't need a man though?
I don't get mad at that.
Well, you said it's a turnoff when they say you don't need a man.
If you're trying to just if we together and you trying to tell me
that may be interested.
It's like I'm talking about when you with somebody and y'all like, I don't need no man because blah blah blah. I don't need a man because I do this and I don't do that. I do this, so I don't need you. It ain't like I need you, nigga. You all that type of stuff, that energy. I don't like that.
Well, maybe that's because of the women that you choose.
Oh no, I don't choose them.
Every woman doesn't say that.
Oh no, I don't deal with those types. I already know those types. I don't even give them an opportunity.
Mm,
Yeah, I stay away from them. I already see the red flags.
Well, my thing is, a lot of men don't understand that. Maybe a lot of women say that because it's a lot of men that's not stepping in their masculine energy to make a woman feel like she should feel feminine around them.
I mean, that's like me saying I need a woman that make me feel like a man. I'm a man all the time. You
But
know what
that's
I'm
not how that
saying?
works. You have a God given role, and women have a female given role. So it's not my job to make you feel like a man. You have a
That's what I'm
God
saying.
given
Yeah, you're
role
a man
that's
anyway.
already supposed to be masculine. So a man is supposed to protect a woman. A woman ain't supposed to protect a man. So
That
if a
makes
man is
sense.
not giving out any type of energy to make a woman feel comfortable enough to get into her femininity, I think that's the problem. A lot of men
You
are
know
not
what?
looking like are not looking at why is this woman acting this way around me? Because sometimes
I
it's
agree.
not just the woman. Maybe it's the energy that you're giving up or not giving up.
Yeah, and you know what? And I agree with that. And it's
and
funny too because a lot of women that are a dominating type of woman, they always end up with some type of dude like that. And
Some
then
type of dude
complain
like
about
what?
it. The guy that they dominate. The guy that's
No,
not
that's
bringing out their
not. No, no, no.
femininity and all that stuff.
You just missed my whole point.
No, I agree with what you said.
A woman doesn't want to be around a man that they can dominate. A true woman does not want to be around a man that they can dominate.
But why
No
do they
woman wants to
stay?
be around. What
Why
do
do
you
they
mean?
stay? Why do they stay
I
with the
don't
guys
know, cause
like that? That's the part I don't
I don't
understand.
deal in that kind of way. I don't deal
okay,
with those kind of women, so I
I want to
couldn't even
break
tell
in.
you.
That's what I'm
I want to
saying. I
break.
don't I don't
I want to
understand
break
why they would stay with a guy that they can't respect. That's nuts to me. Because there's so many women complaining about that. I'm like, why do you try to stay with these dudes? Soon as the person starts showing me that type of energy, I'm gone, man.
Hey
I'm
guys, I
gone.
want to say something. I am that type of woman, which in my past season, not my new season, you all. I'm recovering. I'm becoming somebody new. Um, I have been dominating and domineering for my men. I have purposely chose beta men so I could dominate and be in control. And I'm aware and I admit it. I ain't done it in a long time, but I have done it before because I knew, just like the first guy I was telling y'all about. I chose him. Remember, I said I picked him out. I knew I could dominate that situation.
Right.
So sometimes, y'all, like, I'm one of the women, and when I when I look at other women, I'm totally opposite, and I don't know why, and it scares me. But yeah, I want y'all to continue on. I'm gonna just continue to
Well,
look
not
at.
necessarily being able to choose a man makes you dominate him. I mean,
No,
everybody
not just
has a choice
choosing.
in life.
Like, I would choose them for
You a
that specific
predator.
reason. Yeah, I was a predator.
You was
Not
a
anymore.
predator.
Oh, but oh
Not
yeah, I
I not
think
I am
Yeah.
not like I was. Say you were. You
Yeah,
were. That's
but
the
you
past.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Don't
was
say
a
I am
you was a
today. I have
predator.
changed.
No,
I am
but
not.
I know I grew up in a family that my family is primarily dominated by women, and they always end up some wishy-washy dude that just be like, okay, yeah, yeah. I'll be like, dog, where's these niggas coming from? And it's like they love dudes like that because she can lead him and make him do whatever she need him to do. They dominate him. They do what they want to do. They get together. They would talk down on the man. It's like, why do y'all deal with these dudes? But they like to dominate these guys, and these dudes be sniffing behind them like, oh, okay, honey, all that stuff. I'd be like,
so that
dog,
goes back into what I was saying.
yeah,
These
it's
men are
crazy.
not leading in their masculinity to make a woman feel like they should be feminine around them.
That's
So
and that's why I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree too. Now I agree, but I'm letting y'all know I have done what Mike is saying that women do. I'm guilty. I admit
Yeah.
it. I apologize to all those I hurt. I apologize.
Let me continue one more time.
Go ahead.
So by my family being like that, I've noticed that when they do come across a man that's aggressive, that's dominating, that's leading, that tell them, you need to sit down and calm down, and a man that's
That's not really just dominating
let me
sleep.
finish, please let me finish. But a man that say, okay, just let me get, I got this, just relax. They don't like that. They don't see the women I know in my family, they don't like a strong man that's gonna be handling business. Cause they feel like I got my own, or I'm not going, they just antagonistic. And I'd be like, why won't you just relax? You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, got it. He got everything. He ain't no bum. He ain't no slouch. Shit, I respect the man. You know what I'm saying? I respect him. And all of a sudden, yeah, but he trying to make me do this and trying to make me do that. Just
But
relax.
it
You've been
sounds
working.
like people were raised differently. That's what it
That's
sounds like. It sounds
that's
like the
yeah,
upbringing wasn't correct.
exactly. How many people we know who had upbringings that was correct on both
I
ends,
know a
male and
lot of people.
females?
I know a
Well, I
lot of
mean,
people.
that's
And see,
fine, but
I don't.
like I say, I'm even killed on that. You may know a lot of people that do this and that. I know a lot of people that are okay too. It's just a mix of people. You know what I'm saying? See, I like to have conversations where we find things that are in common. I don't try to be antagonistic just for the sake of being antagonistic. That's why I can agree with what you say too, but still have my own opinions. I'm not gonna, try
Opinionated
to.
news.
It's
Come in, we're
it,
open.
it's not a one size fit all thing ever.
Not a one size fit all thing, but I think that if men were to really walk into their masculinity, and if it was more men out here being pillars in their community and actually being mentors in their community, that a lot of things would change. Not only the behaviors behind women, but the
You
behaviors
breaking up,
behind women with
Jesse?
their kids.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I can hear
said
her
not
fine.
only
My internet.
with the behaviors behind, just dating and relationships with women,
I'm
but
sorry,
also
y'all.
with women and their
Jesse, hold
children.
on one second.
I can hear her. Oh, go anyway.
You can hear? Okay, I think it was my internet. So y'all go ahead. Okay, y'all go
Oh
ahead.
no, I just
Continue.
think that
I think the internet.
I hear you. I hear you. It's wow. The whole dynamic is just really really crazy. It's like growing up young. The women, the girls like the bad guy image, and the silly guy, the dude that gets all the attention. And we never got attention for being no stand-up citizen or no hard-working student or nothing like that. We always got attention for being a damn fool. So a lot of guys
I mean,
just
I think
start.
that depends on your circle too, because you can't speak for everybody. That wasn't everybody's circle, and I done went to some of the toughest schools. I don't live in some of the toughest areas, so I can't say that. It depends on your circle. So yes, you can only speak on what you've seen and experienced, but that's not everybody's circle.
Did you notice how I was quiet when you started speaking and I listened and heard you out? I didn't cut you off. Did you hear that? You seen that, right?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. When you started talking, I was quiet. I listened to you. But somehow, when I started talking, you just cut me off after like 2 seconds and just started just
It's
talking.
called an
Like,
interjection.
yeah, that's called an interruption. That's
No, it's called an
disrespectful.
interjection.
It's an interruption from my point.
No, it's called an interjection in the Webster Dictionary.
All right, we're open. I
Okay,
had a
we not
nice
gonna
time.
fight. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Since this
I
is
will
my
talk to
panel,
you.
one
I will.
person
I
at a
will get.
time.
I'll get
Let
with you
that
later.
person get their thoughts out, and then the next
No,
person
I'm
talk.
just
That's
saying.
why I'm
I
being
ain't. I
quiet.
can't. I don't. I
I
don't.
don't
I
have a
don't
That's why
problem
I'm
argue.
having a
being quiet.
I don't
conversation.
like
That's
a
cool.
antagonistic, hostile person that just want to be
But
hostile
that's
for no
how you
reason.
perceive it. I'm not being hostile. We having a
I mean, if
conversation.
you can't even have a discussion, I get cut off. Then my words get misconstrued. That's that rage bait stuff, and I ain't down with that. I don't like that. I want to have
Who
I
Asian?
want to have a grown up adult conversation.
Can I say something?
Yes, yes, Miss Vibe. Let Vibe. She been sitting up here. Let her say something.
All I know is I was the type that, oh, I don't need you. I got my own money. I got my own, that type. And the
Mm-hmm.
minute I fell back and I allowed my husband to lead and just live in my feminine energy, my
Mm-hmm.
life became so much better.
I believe it, and that's where I'm trying to be now, because I'm aware of what I've been doing. So being that now I know my daughter's getting older, I don't want to be alone, but I'm okay if I have to be alone. But if that's what God got planned for me, and because I'm not searching, I'm just gonna let something happen for me. But at the end of the day, I want to finally be in my feminine energy. I have never ever been in it since I've been 15. I have had to work, grind, just claw and claw. And so that made me angry in relationships and in life and everything in general. So I wasn't able to be the woman that I know I was born to be, because I have
Yeah,
all the qualities. I can do it. I got it. And I'm not doing that no more. I'm like you, what you say, you're a damsel in distress vibes. I'm falling out. I can't do nothing. Help me. Help.
yeah,
No,
and it
I don't
took
want help
some
like that.
work, but it's not easy when you have that boss energy, you know. But try
Ah,
it, try it,
I
Girl,
know, I know.
I don't
try
want boss
it.
energy no
So I
more.
had a question, Vibes. So
Yeah,
with your husband, he had to show you something in order for you to feel like you could be able to be in your feminine energy, right? So that you can let loose
yes,
and be in your feminine. Like he had to prove that to you, right? It wasn't
yeah,
just
he
coming
had
in and
to.
paying bills, because anybody can throw a couple dollars around.
Yeah, he had to, because at one point I'm hearing my parents in my head, don't ever move in with somebody that you can't pay your bills by yourself. You know, you hear their voices in the back of your head, but then you're like, this person's showing you that you could trust me. It's okay. Just let go. I got it. And so it took some trust and some work, but I finally did it. You understand what I just said?
Oh,
I
I
get
hear
it.
Oh
it.
yeah,
I mean, I
that's
I
receive
know.
exactly
it.
what it's supposed to
I
be.
hear it and I
I,
receive
Because
it.
you can't just because, and I think that's the problem. A lot of men think just because they are of male anatomy, then they're supposed to be treated a certain way, and not in today's society, especially when men don't lead the workforce,
well,
when they're not the lead in the small business world or the business corporate world. Period.
or just anywhere. It's certain circles. Some dudes can't get in. Men know the difference between a whole ass nigga that we don't. When the man don't fuck with real men, he's a whole ass nigga, and
Open the doors.
those are the dudes that fake the funk and end up with women, and be just don't have no new ideas. They're not setting no trends. They're not making no waves out here. They just get going along to get along and all that stuff. I understand. Those are the type of dudes that ain't gonna make a woman feel comfortable. Like, dang, if something happened to me, I know he gonna be able to take care of everything. These dudes wishy washy. They drunk. They playing games. They ain't making no money. You know, I understand when you got a man like that. That's too much anxiety and uncertainty. So a woman has to become what people say is masculine, but I don't really say it's masculine. It's survival. You know, You- when the
That
survival
part.
gears kick in, that's just what it is. It is what it is. Fuck his feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So
Yeah.
like I said, I agree with you, you know,
And
but
it was a go ahead, I'm sorry.
yeah, those type of dudes like that, man, men don't respect dudes like that, you know, and real recognize real, that's just how it goes. So we hear a lot of women bashing those weak ass niggas that we don't even fuck with. And then they try to have that same type of energy with us that they have with those weak ass niggas, and we ain't buying that. And when we don't buy it, they say we intimidated or we feminine because I'm not buying your bullshit. That's not feminine. That just means I ain't got time for no that. I don't got time for that. A real
Yeah,
man ain't got time to hear that type of stuff. Either you gonna get down or lay down. That's it.
I
You
think that
know?
it's a lot more platforms where we see women helping or trying to correct other women, but we don't see a lot of men trying to correct other men. So it's one thing to say that, but when you don't have men that are of stature, not too many of them, really, it's a few that get out here and actually correct other men, it's a continuous cycle. But the only
Yeah,
people that
true.
see get blamed is women.
It's wild like that because see, they monetize toxicity and dysfunction. they monetize it, and this is a capitalistic society. So you're gonna see the most toxic, most pathetic ass dudes out here. They're gonna be the ones getting all the attention, you know. Or if you do see a man that's allegedly trying to correct man, he's actually pandering to women, and he's offending real men. Like, oh, this nigga, he out of his mind, you know, because he's pandering to women because that's where the money at. So it's a catch-22. Real people don't get real traction out here on social media because we ain't really checking for social media. We checking on handling business and getting things done. We silent, you know. We in the trenches with it. You know, it's those old flamboyant flaming dudes that's out here. I don't like women because women is this or women is that. You know, they flaky, they weak, and behind closed doors they bitches and tricks. So that's how I
I
look at
think a
it.
lot
So
of people need to really unplug from social media. It needs to be
mhm.
a lot of more face-to-face conversations going on. It need to be a lot more in-person type of mentorships, and not only that, just different dialogues going on in person, because it's a lot of people that's out here looking for something to follow and is willing too much to follow. That's a problem in our culture.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, it is a need for that. And these people, they rather follow like Andrew Tate. He's trying to do it and break into there, but he got to be so toxic with it that this nigga catching cases, you know. So it's just it's when you trying to do something positive and talk positivity, and you know you don't gain traction. You got to be outlandish. You got to be loud and boisterous to get any traction out here because you got to compete with the most toxic aspects of life out here to get to the money. And that's why that's all we see. You know,
I mean,
if Sexy Red
it's
didn't say her
only
booty hole was brown, would nobody listen to her?
it's only toxic if you subscribe to it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's only toxic if you subscribe to it, because
Yeah,
nobody's putting a gun to nobody's head to have to listen to any of that.
yeah, and I agree. But when so many people have self-esteem problems and they want to fit in, that they compromise their values just to fit in. Their self-esteem is just terrible. Their confidence is attached to how other people view them, or it's attached to material items, and that leads them to a life of not ever being who they are themselves and being authentic. You know, that's the problem. We got to learn to embrace who we are and stand on it. You know, I don't need nobody to like me. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna find my tribe being me. You know, and if people don't fit in, then I just move. I just move accordingly.
Snap,
You
I
snap.
think
know.
that's why I like being the '80s baby, because I didn't subscribe to this following and not having an identity and not having some type of independent train of thought, or not having some type of originality. I love to make
Mhm.
waves, and I love to be the only person in the room that stands on something, especially if I believe in it. I don't understand this new society where everybody just follow along like sheep.
Yeah, they scared. They timid. They timid. You know, like me and you would probably be cool in real life. Like we'd be cool on this platform, and how you feel about whatever. Because I
Well,
really
y'all
agree with a
open
lot of what you
for
say. I agree with
y'all.
a lot of what you say because I see it. I see both ends. So it's just wild. I'll just tell you like this. I'm not that nigga that somebody gonna step on and talk to any kind of way. I earn my stripes, and if I don't want to deal with something, I just don't deal with it. That don't make me not want to face the issue or I'm sensitive or not. No, I just don't want to. I don't have to deal with it. I have an option to just keep on moving. That's called self-respect because nobody's presence is required in my life. I just move accordingly. I get the fuck on and keep on pushing.
I feel you, Mike. I'm like that too. Like I don't have a soul. Like I just be, doing in my own lane. Like I don't need anybody, but I do want someone. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna get my person and be saying I don't need you. I ain't never
Right.
really did that. Like I ain't never been like I don't need you. Now, by maybe when me saying you ain't my daddy when I was living, I was younger or whatever, that's basically saying I don't need you to me when I look back. I was younger making just some bad choices in life, but I'm happy for this new season. Y'all dropping some gems and knowledge for me so I can be a better person and I can be a leading lady. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. I ain't never gonna be a side chick ever again, y'all. Hallelujah. Number two don't live here no more. Number two don't live here no more, y'all. Hallelujah.
I got you, good. I got you, hun. I help you to live in your soft girl era.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, vibes. I need some
You're
of that
welcome.
queendom. That queendom things. I need it. Some queendom teams. Give them to me. But y'all enjoying the conversation? I want to read
I,
some of the chat because
I am.
manifest. Okay, while it's calm right now, I want to read a little bit of what the chat was. Brooks Media was trying to come up. He say the reception is bad, and I asked him my side or his, but he's in Texas, so his might be bad. Um, but I'm gonna see what manifest. I seen she had a lot of stuff going on and saying some stuff earlier. Let me get up here about needing a man and all of those things because I didn't want to overlook anyone's comments. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Come in. We're always open Sunday through Friday, anywhere from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I thank you all very much. And if you are in the bushes or here and you're enjoying this live and this conversation today, drop me some traffic symbols in the chat, please. And if you hadn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. We ain't gonna get up to 100 yet, but let people know that we are out here. If you do hit the like button while you coming in or out, it will be appreciated. Now, Manifest was saying, let's see, we are not saying that. I believe you were talking about something, Mike, and she was going back and disagreeing with what you were saying. She was saying she was raised on those ways, that she was raised by a man. So Manifest feels like she lives in her feminine energy as well, from what I'm seeing. She wants to be, who she is. But for a man to say, come here, that is out of character. Who said something about a man come here? Because Manifest be going off in the chat. I be laughing. Manifest, she say she don't want to play a man's role. She want to be a woman. All right. And I
Yeah.
feel you. Like I finally I ain't never wanted to play a man's role. That's playing back on what Mike said about survival. I've had to survive. So, like told y'all, I grew up in the hood, been in poverty. Chains haven't been broken on my family. That's why I'm here to break them today. So my baby won't have to do all these things that I've had to do. But at the end of the day, I want to live in my feminine energy. You live. Oh, she said you attacked us all. Mike, you had attacked us.
I did.
It said you literally just attacked us all.
Oh,
I,
well, she
it
probably
was
yeah.
said that yeah. I was just
Yeah,
trying
the
to.
truth hurt. The truth hurt. You know what I'm saying? So she right. She
Mhm.
right. She
Okay.
right.
And she said she wanted to be held down. Now, I do
Yeah.
want to address what Drea did say to Jesse. She said that was not cool. He should be able to get his point across. So some people in the chat heard what Mike said was an interruption, which you said, I forgot whatever word. What word did you use, Jesse?
Say interjection,
Interjection.
Interjection. Yes. So
something like
while
that.
we are here, let's try to let each one, because I am horrible about giving interjections or interruptions, however y'all want to look at it. Just because my brain go, and if we go past that, if we continue the conversation too long, I'm gonna forget the first part. My short term messed up. Y'all been smoking weed since I was 12. Don't tell nobody. But so like I need to chop the conversation. So I am similar to Jesse, where we might once you get a point that I ding on, I want to interject and go there, and then I want you to come back and say something, and then we flow the rest of your conversations. That's just how I'm like that too. I'm not telling that to you, Michael. I'm just telling y'all how I am. So, but Drea is similar to Mike. She wants to hear the full point of what he was saying and let it flow. But I appreciate everybody, and we're gonna continue to have these discussions. I think everybody's opinions was great tonight, and I'm just, I've enjoyed everybody. I don't want to be here too much longer because other people probably got stuff to do. Might look like he was asleep over there. I don't know if his eyes little, so I don't know if he was asleep or he was
Wow, I
looking at
always
the
love them.
phone. I know, so I don't know if you high asleep looking at the phone or
I
you Asian, you're blazing. You been blazing? We don't know. So, but thank y'all. Praise be to Allah. And you're laughing. And thank you for them traffic lights. I appreciate y'all. I was just trying to run the chat down. But
Can I pick? Can I
yeah,
piggyback off what you just said?
mhm. You can go right on ahead.
But in order to be a great communicator, you got to be able to let the other person finish. Because I've learned that I think it was Judge Lynn Toller, that judge from divorce court. You know, I'm a fan of her, right? I always say
Mhm.
that, but I think she was the one that said the same way whatever you're waiting to say is burning you to say it is the same way the person that's talking. There's whatever they're saying is just as important as what you're dying to tell them. So you just need to chill, let them finish, and then you say what you got to say. It be killing you, but you got to hold it. Okay?
All right, and I agree. I agree.
I
But
agree. 'Cause I'm
what
learning.
what I notice is that a lot of times we have something in our head that we burn and say that we miss everything that the person that's talking was saying, and we still say what was burning in our head to say, even if the person wasn't even going that route. So we got to communication is mean we got to actually listen to what somebody say, what they say, and then kind of take a pause and just comprehend what they're saying, and then make our response like that. And we can always double back to something previous, but I just like to let people know that I'm listening to them, and I understand where they're coming from. So,
Yes.
like I said, I appreciate your opinion, Jess, and I understand exactly where you're coming from, because I've dated women that had like young boys, and they wouldn't give him a chance to skin his knee. They wouldn't let him fall out of the tree. They wouldn't let him touch this, touch that. Anything that they tell him to do, if he moving too slow, they'd be like, "Oh, I got it," and then they'll take care of it. And all that do is they training him to be just weak. He ends up being an unprepared boy that's unprepared to be a man because he never been challenged and tested. See, a real man been challenged, tested, overcame, had victories in life. Have a track record of success, and then
I don't know
he
nothing about
he
that.
earned his stripes. Well, I wasn't saying that so you can know nothing about it. I'm just saying that's what I've seen a lot, because I know you haven't. I don't know if you've dated women or not with children or with male childs, but I have, and I see the pattern of just these little boys don't have any victories, and they're never challenged. So if a boy is not challenged, he can't become a man. He has to go through some shit. A man is forged in fire and steel and broken bones and all kind of fucked up decisions.
Yeah, I understand. I had a father. My mother and father was married for almost 30 years. So
Yeah,
I definitely understand what a father looks like and what a man is supposed to do.
yeah, yeah. And
I
these
didn't
and
mean to
these.
miss any part of the conversation. But yeah, I feel like with that being said too, again, if men were leading in their masculinity and there was more men out here being pillars and mentors as they're supposed to be, not only just as men but as elders, a lot of things would change. You can't sit back
Disagree.
and just speak on what the problem is and not also be a solution. I
I
mentor. I taught my children how to mentor. That was a part of their upbringing in middle school, elementary, and high school.
Yeah, and that's what a man should do that. I've seen the change in society. It used to be like that, to where men, those the coaches, and they did this, did that. But then it became a shift to where on the news they would be talking about all these men are gay, they abusing the boys, they doing this to the boys, and a lot of men step back. You
Because a
know,
lot of them are. It's a lot of down low men out
it's
here.
a lot of it's a lot of
And
shady
that's
things
another
going on.
problem
Believe me,
as
I
to why
agree.
women don't have a real good picking as far as a single woman. Because now, see, with y'all not only have a bigger ratio for women to men, as far as when it comes to y'all being able to pick from a single pool of women, but our numbers are lower. And then when we go through and weed through what's in that dating pool, we got to worry about the down low men. We got to worry about the men who aren't able to really stand in their masculinity and lead. You know what I'm saying? So that even
Hmm.
dwindles that number down even smaller. It is a lot of men that's out here down low. And look at what's going on in the city.
Yeah.
Look at this Naziah Harris shit. And all the
You
rest of
see?
this retarded ass shit that's making our city look crazy as a fuck. Something wrong with him.
Yeah, that's that sensationalism and that toxicity. It sells. It's a lot of
But
positive
how
things
many
going on.
homeboys he got that's been coming up to his shop and bigging them up because he making money and whatever else he been doing. That's the same thing with like T Dot. T Dot a rapper from here. And he just got fucked around and into some bullshit about fucking with little ass girls.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
and
I'm
that
saying?
go.
And he got a whole bunch of homeboys. How many of us followed that rap group?
Yeah, it's wild, and and what you just said that remind me of what Open just said earlier. When she was 16, she was a predator, you know, and you'd be surprised. It's a lot of 15, 16-year-old girls that's predators, and they preying on these dudes, and these dudes don't care. They don't care at
That
all. They
was
just like
from our
whatever.
era.
She
That
wanted.
was from our era. Like our era, 80s, 90s. Well, not even gonna say 90s, 70s and 80s, baby. Maybe they probably were preying on some
I was
niggas
a
because
prayer.
when I was younger, I never fucked with a nigga that was my age. I always fucked with a nigga that was older than me. But these young ass 90s babies and beyond, no, they ain't doing it like that. They can't even keep up like that. This is predatory shit from men.
Man, look, you know what? That might be your reality, but what I see is to these girls nowadays is has grown up so much faster than the ones that was in the 90s that we remember. Even though, like you said, I agree, they was predator and back then, trying to get the man with the bag. But these women, girls now, they out, they crazy with it because they want the money. They want money. They don't care about nothing. She can be, I don't know, whatever
And
age, but she gonna have the weave, she gonna have the lashes, she gonna have the same little bop hookup like the 20-year-olds got and 30-year-olds got, and trying to act the same because they all got that little thing they do, the little voice they got
Naziah Harris
now, and
didn't look like that. Naziah
yeah,
Harris didn't look like that.
Naziah Harris case
that's
different.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
know
I,
what
I
he's
don't I don't
saying.
I don't know nothing about Naziah
But
Harris
I mean, little girls
situation.
like her. You get what I'm saying? That look like little girls.
Yeah, you right. You're right. I've
I'm
seen
talking about them. Or the police officer that was texting the little girl, supposedly, the mama, not too long ago.
yeah,
And
you
he's
heard
standing up there, he the stepdaddy. That's crazy.
but yeah, did you know what happened with that case? With
I'm
that
just saying, I'm just using that as an example because
yeah,
that
but
happens all too well. But
yeah,
those
but
are the
that was
ones
fake.
that's
That
getting
was
into the
fake.
court. But how many of them are that's happening that's real?
Ye-
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
When you got the
It's
school official that's
always
the security guard at the high school talking to the little young girls, meeting them. You know what I'm saying? Like these men is really the predators, and that's crazy. I don't care if she got a wig, a lash on, or anything. Come on now.
nah, these men just irresponsible. They know better. They know better. And the girls, they know better too, but they want the money. They like shit. I know better. I know I shouldn't be doing this with this old ass man, but he got some money. I'm about to get it.
See, I ain't never prostitute. That's
Fuck your
prostitution.
feelings. You know what
I
I'm
I
ain't
love
never
saying?
my
That's how
prostituted
she
clothes.
like.
either.
They don't
That's
care.
crazy.
They done heard Cardi B talk about this and Meg Thee Stallion talk about that.
Prostitute.
They want to be Meg Thee Stallion. And they 12. You sitting there talking about booty hole brown and popping your ass, and you 10 in
Oh
school.
no,
You know
not
what I'm
my
Yeah,
baby.
saying?
I
These
didn't allow
kids
that
having
in my
sex
house.
in middle school.
I definitely didn't allow that in my house.
I
I
These
want to
girls,
definitely
interject.
did not.
these kids are trading naked pictures and everything in school, and they like elementary, high school, middle school, whatever. They selling their nudes to their classmates. They live streaming and sending each other Apple Pays and Cash Apps. Live
And
streaming.
that's because it's a lot of people
They
that's not paying attention to these kids the way they're supposed to.
It's hard. It's hard. It's very difficult now because they got everybody operating under duress right now. These parents is operating under duress. Everybody is not successful. Everybody don't have time to monitor what their kids doing. And then now they also got women so sidetracked to where they just be like, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. And all they do is care about what they doing. They walking around with the same weave and lashes their kids walking around with, doing the same
Yeah,
dances, being their
yeah, it's
friend.
females
You
like that
I
know,
too.
want to interject right here
that's
for a second.
wild.
Let me say something like, and that's not even just going on in the inner city. My baby goes to school in Farmington Hills. I'll say about 80, 75% other races. It's not just white. It's a diverse, very diverse school. But since
Mm-hmm.
middle school, a lot of the girls have been sexually active. Not my baby, but my baby know. Like she'll come tell me everything. Like she know I be waiting for the little, middle school, high school drama. So as soon as she hear the gossip, as soon as she get in the car, cause she ain't got siblings or nobody, she come tell me. So one little girl had an abortion at 13, and her mom is a psychiatrist. Her dad is a police officer. So guess they're busy doing their life, not focused on her. Another little
Mhm.
girl was having sex in sixth grade. They're 12 years old, having sex. You know, Another one you can tell, and like when you go to these little events and games and stuff, they be having their shirts out. My baby tried to sneak out of there and show a little bit of stomach one day, and almost didn't make it because we're not doing that. You don't have to show your skin to because I was that girl. Nobody taught me. I thought I had to show the skin, wear the extra stuff. I'm teaching her to be greater and better. But the kids, it's not just happening in the inner city kids. Like all of this sexualized stuff is happening
Oh yeah,
everywhere because of this social media.
definitely.
Because of this social media, and like that's why
Yeah.
my platform. I'm trying to bring a positive type of platform, something where someone can listen and learn from, in their younger years. Because I'm not trying to. I want the next generation to be better. They got to take care of us, y'all. And we sitting here, not being our best version of ourselves, and we got to rely on the next generation to take care of us in our older years. So and be our politicians and be our, presidents and everything else. So it's important that, we got to get a rein on all that. Because I don't even know how this went to kids and sexualization because we was supposed to be talking about leading ladies and stuff. Oh, I have someone I've never seen before that's about to hit the link. The name is Manny or something. So I'm gonna put a banner up because I've seen other people do this. Listen to the voice and make sure it's not nothing that's gonna make Let's. I'm just gonna do it. Hold on.
I'll pop them
And then
just be
we're gonna add
naked.
on. We ain't really got no good banner. Where's my? Oh,
Wow.
here we go. I'm gonna put my banner up real quick. Hello.
Hey, boo.
Hi. How are you?
Stop acting like you don't know me. Hey.
Can you say who you are? Hello. Like you got to say something so I can hear your voice. You just saying you're
This
not.
is manifest.
Oh, okay, it say Manny. Okay, because they just say Manny. You got to let me know, manifest. I'm about to take the banner off.
Mm.
Join the conversation, y'all. Manifest has made it up here on the panel. I'm trying to remove my
Something
banner.
something else over here.
So
Manifest
welcome.
on a panel.
Manifest.
OMG.
Miss Open brings them out, baby.
Hey, Manifest.
Welcome, manifest. You have the floor. So everybody, let's
No, I
give
don't want to
manifest
have the
the
floor.
floor
I'm
for a
just
second.
hold on 1 second. Somebody's doing something. Somebody doing something. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, no problem. Well, welcome to the panel. For those of you that has never been here before or may come in, I'm Miss Open. This is Opinionated News Station. You're tuned in to Open's Love Discussion, the old segment. We're open Sunday through Friday. You can find me here any day, anytime between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Okay. Yeah, I have to
Miss
do my
Open.
I have to do my
Mi-
promotions. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Open, look at Mike. He's sandwiched in
What?
the middle of all the ladies.
He is my in his king chair too. You love he in his king chair. That's a king chair, a throne, one of them throne chairs Mike's sitting in. So
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
welcome.
Yeah, I need big furniture. I don't like them little small chairs. I'm a man.
And one thing, let me tell y'all, I'm nosy, but I'm not nosy. So like Manifest, I really didn't know that was you because I've never seen your avatar, your picture, or anything. Nobody's because when I watch people lives, I just look at the names. I don't go clicking for pictures. So half of y'all, I don't even know what y'all avatars are unless you're a content creator or something. So just want to put that out there that like I wasn't being funny. Hey, Dre, thank you. Dre, you can come on up too. We the only ones here because I got 6 in the chat, so it's 5 of us on the panel. So Drill left in the chat by herself. Come on up, Drill. Come on up, girl.
I'm actually about to drop down.
Yeah, I'm about to end it soon too because it's we've been here for 1 hour 40 minutes and 5 seconds, and I thank everybody. Great conversations. But you can drop down. I know you probably got stuff to do, Vibes, and I'm about to we'll hold a little bit because I want to see what Manifest got to say, and we can.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You can go ahead.
Have a good night. I'll be in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry. I wanted to speak to you guys. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I apologize. Negroes doing some more extra things. I wanted to see what the comments were also. Okay, if I can see.
Yeah, we don't have ain't nobody in the comments but you and Drea, but you wanted to just join in on the conversation. You wanted to explain.
Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Was join in the conversation.
Go ahead.
More so on what the brother was saying. He kind of felt like he was alone, and I didn't want him to feel that way.
Oh, Vibes that was on his side. Him and Vibes, they have similar views.
Feel that way.
Him and Vibes have similar views, and me and Jesse has similar views. So
yes, because many of us were not raised that way, sir. It depends on what type of the culture you were raised on. You understand?
Raised? What you mean raised that way? What you define that way?
You see, like I was raised by my grandfather, and I had a man in my life. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's always variations. It's never a one size fit all thing. I don't know when you say raised that way. I don't know what you was referring to in what way.
When you say a woman should come to a man, that's not familiar to me.
Oh yeah. I mean, some women are like that, and that's cool. And the woman don't have to come to a man.
No, a woman should not come to a man.
Well, I mean, she got to make herself available.
Okay, a woman should make herself available. You understand?
That's what I'm talking about. Make yourself available.
But a man is supposed to provide. A woman is taught certain ways, and a man is taught a certain way. Do you understand that as well?
Well, it depends on who's doing the teaching. A boy don't just turn 18 and all of a sudden know all these manhood things because he might not even have been raised like that.
That's where you got to stop there. Again, who taught you? The man.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is a lot of boys haven't been raised around men.
Okay, so if the man is there, okay, and I'm going to tell you my own story, and this is where I often use myself.
Oh, Brooke's trying to come up, but he can't. Okay, I'm sorry.
You was raised by your grandparents. I mean, that's rare.
I'm going to give you my story. I am the best example for myself.
But your self example is not the average person's experience.
I
apologize for cutting you off, but
let her finish her thought. Let me speak,
sir.
You see how slow she's talking? I'm like, okay, go ahead.
Remember, Mr. Don't cut me off.
The best example.
I love you. I love you, Jazz. I think I love you.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I love you. Okay, now we over talking her. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Manifest. Please continue.
And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll talk to you another day open, okay?
No, you
when
can stay.
Not available. No, I'm going to go, okay? I don't want to talk to him anymore.
Okay,
don't
no
wanna talk
problem.
to him anymore.
Have a great day.
I
I
don't want to talk to
appreciate you
him.
for
I'll
coming
stay
up
here,
here,
but I
but
don't want to talk to
that's
him
what,
anymore.
you can stay up here. But this is
I'll
like
stay
that's
here.
what we're doing. We're having
No, you're
discussions.
gonna talk.
No, I don't want to talk to
I
him
wanted to
anymore.
hear what she was
I
going
want.
to say,
I do
manifest.
too.
Go
I do
ahead.
I don't
You
too.
want
want
to
to
talk
hear
anymore.
it?
I do
Yeah.
not want to talk to him anymore.
Okay. But you like stay up here. You might want to say something when Jesse say something or I say something.
I won't.
You know.
I won't listen.
And
Go
I
ahead,
do have
talk.
Brooks was trying to come up as well. I don't know, but he's having bad connection down there where he's at. So, but that's what the opens love discussion is. We're talking about different, but I know we done switched off too. But that's what all my discussions are. I know we done got off the love a little bit at this point, but at the end of the day, let's clear dialogue. So let's try to make sure one of us finish our points, but let's not be long winded
He
with
is not
with
allowing
our
anyone
stuff.
to finish any points. So
Yeah, like
that's
let's not be long winded. Not you, not one individual person. But when we're telling our stuff, let's think of something where we can say it in like 30 seconds, 40 seconds or so, a minute, maybe.
I'm sorry. I'm
I know,
sorry. I mean, I think my bad. That's my bad because when she
not just
said she
you
was raised
too.
by her
Like, yes,
grandfather,
you too.
she was raised
Okay,
by her grandfather. That
okay.
sounds to me like it's gonna be a long old ass
it
story.
doesn't
'Cause,
matter, sir. You did not allow me
So
to speak anyway.
yeah, but you hostile anyway towards me.
No,
You hate
I'm
me
not
already
hostile.
anyway.
You have an
Yes, you
issue.
are.
No, you
Go
have total
ahead.
issues. You have issues.
Go ahead.
And then you talk about being antagonistic, and that shit you just did was
I
antagonistic as fuck.
already know where she
Well,
coming from.
but
I
that's a
already know her, who
preconceived
she
notion that
is.
you being you're giving assumptions. You don't know what this woman was about to say, and
All
you
right, go ahead.
disrespecting her by not letting her say what she want to say
All
because
right, I'm about to
you
make my
just sat
coffee,
here
but
and
I'm gonna
made this
listen. I'm
whole
about to go
damn
make me a cup
thing
of coffee.
about somebody talking over you and interrupting you and not getting your point across. And this woman can't even say what she's trying to say.
Now you over talking her. Let her talk.
You want them last word niggas. All right, go ahead.
I ain't no last word, nigga. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, we're just entertaining. Go ahead,
We're looking for other
manifest.
men to join the panel right now.
What was that?
We're looking for other men to join the panel.
Yeah, he was coming, but he's down there in Texas, and he's having some issues with his connection. He's been trying to come up for about 40 minutes or 30 minutes or so now, and I don't know if he gave up or not. But Brooks is probably going to have similar beliefs to Mike as well if he does make it up here. That's why I got connect his.
No, go ahead,
Like,
manifest. I
but,
apologize. I
yeah, I
Don't
apologize.
want
talk
to
to him anymore.
apologize and just
Nope.
because I just want everybody to be able to
Nope.
tell
I
their
can't
little
talk to you
stories.
anymore. I can't talk
It's
to him
okay.
anymore.
We'll maybe next week you'll want to talk and come up. I may have a different panelist. He might be up here too. I don't know,
See,
but
I'll drop down for a second. I gotta make me my coffee anyway.
you ain't got to drop down. You ain't got to
Well, I
drop down.
don't just
You need
okay.
coffee.
Okay, but if you want to
You
drop down,
need
you can because I'm
coffee.
gonna get ready to end it soon
You like
anyway.
coffee?
But
You like coffee?
No, I don't drink coffee.
Oh, I wasn't offering you none. I'm gonna make me some now.
You ain't got to offer me.
Mike, stop.
Oh,
Okay,
man, that's what I'm talking about.
Stop, Mike, because you know what you're
I
doing
don't do
at this
caffeine
point.
at all.
You doing this on purpose. Don't do that. Manifest
No,
is
it's cool.
lady.
No,
I know she is. I know she is. I
And
know
she
she
didn't even get a
is.
chance
I'm
to
not on
do what she
caffeine.
say what she
I
want
don't
to
do
say.
any
But
of
while
that.
he is, get your coffee, Mike. It's fine.
Nope, I don't want to miss a
See, he
second
on
of
that
her.
high. I don't get high.
Me either.
Oh, I do. I do. But I'm open about it. Come in, I'm open. But I smoke my weed. That's it. Like
Well,
that's the only
I
high.
don't do
I
any
don't
of that.
drink. That's fine. But but what were you gonna say? You said you was raised by your grandfather and you didn't get
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let him roll on it.
All right.
I was raised fearless.
Okay.
Well, why would you say that? Because a lot of wisdom comes from older people. And that's the problem now why these kids out here running around the way they is because
No, it ain't.
grandparents is starting off in the mid 40s
These
and
kids,
early and late 30s. That shit is crazy.
these
That's
kids
too
don't.
close
These kids don't
in
respect no old
generations for
people.
these kids to even have grandparents that age.
These old people, they don't respect these old
My
elders. These
grandparents,
old
when I
elders
met
ain't
them, they
show
was in
nobody
their
shit.
50s and their 60s. Well,
All
that's
these
the elders
old
that you
elders
know,
ain't
because
show
my elders
nobody
taught me
shit.
a lot of things. My
Most of
elders
these
taught me
old,
how to live off the barter and trade system. I have actual skills. I'm a seamstress. I also have carpenters in my family. I have
yeah,
two
you got
seasoned
a good
masons.
family tree. You got a
What
good
I'm
family
saying,
tree. A
so
lot of these people
therefore,
family trees
the
is rotten.
older
They
ones is the ones that really taught something.
they was raised by step and fetch it niggas. You know what I'm
What is a
saying?
step and fetch it nigga?
Yeah, them old niggas. Them,
You mean the
ooh,
farmers? The
oh,
farmers? So
freedom.
I'm
Those
not.
type of
So I
niggas.
got. So I got a question. I got a question. So
Okay.
if everything shut down today, and um, hello.
Yep, we hear
Yeah.
you. I think Manifest
Oh,
dropped it down.
okay.
I think
So if
Manifest.
Mm.
everything shut down today, and there wasn't no lights, there wasn't no grocery stores, and this, that, and the third, could you live off the land?
Hell yeah. Shit, I'll be the
You
man.
can.
I'll be
So
the
you can. So
man.
you can clean water. You know how to go out here and kill and hunt.
Hell yeah.
You know how to build shelter.
Yeah.
Did you teach your children that?
Yeah.
So if everything went out tomorrow, you'd be straight.
Man, if everything went out tomorrow, I already got a neighborhood coalition that's gonna pop up at my house
I'm running
already.
the mics.
I've
Let's
been
stay in the
prepping for a
same
long time. Very
spot.
long
But
time.
that's something that somebody older taught you. That's not something that these new age people are teaching their children.
Yeah, they don't know
Somebody
it.
old that you calling a step and fetch it taught you that.
No, no, no. See, I've been trained.
You who
I've
were
been
you trained
trained.
by? Somebody that was older than you. It wasn't somebody that was the same age as you.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that's how that's natural. Everybody, nobody's gonna learn nothing like that from no
No, but
little
it's
ass
not
kid.
natural because what I'm saying is with the generations being so close to what they are, where grandparents are at relatively the same age as damn near their grand, like in the same generation as their grandkids or a step from it. That ain't
Right,
cool.
right. It's not. And they don't have no skill. They don't have no control over nothing. We got
Right. So
some
therefore,
man.
you
The
can't
family
say step
dynamics
and
is
fetch it.
different. I'm talking about those old niggas, those happy
And
life,
those are
happy
the
wife
ones that
type
build
niggas.
foundations.
Them happy wife, happy life type niggas who just
But
go to
those are the
work,
ones who build foundations. Those are the
never
ones who
do
actually
nothing.
made change.
Man, them niggas ain't built no foundation. They raised
What
terrible
do you
ass
mean? You have
daughters.
civil rights.
They spent all their little opportunities trying to party and dance and disco and do drugs and shit. They ain't built nothing.
I don't
But I
know
mean, they
what
didn't
kind of
know
pool
nothing
you
though.
came
They didn't really
from.
know
Shit,
nothing.
God damn.
They didn't know
What he
nothing.
said,
They ain't know
like
about credit. You know, they squandered all their retirement, didn't save no money, didn't do none of that
I
shit.
don't know what kind of pool you came from. Shit.
Hey, I'm saying, like I said before, like those skills that you brought up and how the men in your family move, that's a beautiful thing. But for the majority of people I know and I've seen, that ain't their reality, man. It's a reason why you a boss. You give off that boss energy because you was raised to be a boss, and you deserve a man that's at the standards of the man that you grew up with, that taught you. And those men are hard to find. Those men that raised you are men of valor, men that have accomplishments, men that have been tested and tried and set the example. Men that you could stand on stage and clap for when they stand up, and you could stand up at their funeral and give a beautiful testimony about how they changed your life.
And we
These
need
nick,
more like
these
them.
yeah, and it's not any of them, and that's why I say I agree with you. But we have to
Right, because
identify where
there's
they come
nobody out
from.
here doing the job as to being a mentor and a pillar in the community like they should. It is your
It's
due
it's it's
diligence as a elder to
it's
get
a
your ass
compliment.
out here and to mentor.
It's a compliment because it's complicated because it's
It's
not
not.
happening. These niggas that need that ain't listening to nobody. They're not listening.
But
They
it
don't
is some that
care.
will. You keep focusing on the ones that
The
won't, but it
ones that
is some
will,
that will.
are
Those
already
are the
being
ones that'll make the
are
change.
already being mentored. The ones that will are the ones that's
How can
already
you
being
say that?
mentored. How can you not say that? Where do they come from? It's still a
Okay,
small
how can you
percentage.
say that when there is still a exoneration going on out here?
What you mean exoneration? Explain.
What do you mean? The word exoneration, it means for people who are still like getting locked up and going to prison for shit they didn't do,
You mean,
wrongful shit,
oh
being
yeah,
framed for
yeah.
shit. So
That's
therefore,
because
there is still a avenue for those because they
yeah,
want to know.
Yeah, they want to know. We got to understand how they end up like that, because they be getting caught up on these false charges and all that. It's
Because
because
they didn't have somebody that would listen to them. When they wanted to sit
they
down and
didn't.
talk to somebody, they didn't have nobody to sit down and talk to.
Well, it ain't just, no. You talking about the people that's
No, it
falsely accused,
is.
right? You talking about the ones that's falsely accused?
Right, but it usually leads, it usually be something that they don't went through that led them to that.
Or be
It's always a action before the action, or a cause
okay.
before the action.
When you say somebody been falsely accused and then ultimately exonerated, that means that they didn't do what they were accused of,
Exactly. And
right? And
those
what
are the ones
happens?
that usually fall into the crack.
Yeah,
Those
because
are the
yeah,
ones
those
who
are the
probably
ones,
were younger ones who wanted to sit down and have somebody to talk to them,
and they need
maybe
that
put
second
them in the right
chance.
direction, and they didn't get a chance to get there. And they fucked around and got into the wrong shit. And the wrong shit got their ass put somewhere.
But then if they was already doing the wrong shit and was falsely accused, I mean, was they falsely accused of doing the wrong shit, or was they just walking down the street and the police said that's the nigga and just grabbed them and just locked them up? That's being falsely
It could be
accused.
both. It could be both.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean, when you say exonerated, that means the person ain't did shit. Now, did you mean
But what I
incarcerated?
mean is,
You meant incarcerated
it's
or
an example of
exon?
an innocent life that could have been saved. Most of them young boys, they want to sit down and they want to talk to some men
Good
who
night.
really understand
Thank
what
you.
they may be going through. They really want to sit down and talk to other older men that can guide them in a direction. But you know, you got a lot of men that say, "Oh, well, my house straight. Oh, we good over here." But yet, and
That
still, you send your
mm-mm.
children out here in society every day to go through whatever society holds for them.
Man, these boys want to.
You
They
send
want to be a.
your children out here like that.
They want to be as appealing to these young girls as possible. So that means they about to act a fool, run up a bag, do some swiping. They about to wear all the poo shiesty masks and walk around and be that cool little young nigga, that young YN, whatever they call them now. They want to be that. They don't want to sit there and talk to no grown man about no shit. They're like, Uncle, sit your old ass down. It's our turn.
That
Y'all
is
don't know
your
what y'all
perspective
talking
if you
about.
want to talk about the mass majority, but there is still some that would love to sit down and have a real conversation. And if they
Yeah,
had
they
that
they they
option,
may
they
have that.
probably would take that option. But if it's not available to them as it should be, as widely as it should be, then most of them feel like if you can't beat them, you
Okay.
gotta join them.
I
It's
just want
like
to.
they get they boys we fought, we don't like being teased when we young. So dudes they be like, man, I ain't about to go see no mentor, that's gay, all that type of stuff, and they don't understand how valuable what values be having a mentor is. They don't understand that until they do get into those sticky situations that you spoke of, and by
And
that
even what you just
time.
said is a lying behavior because who put it in their
Excuse me,
mind
y'all. I'm trying not to
to
cut
talk?
y'all off.
TV,
Excuse me,
well,
channel host here. I'm trying not to cut y'all off. I've been silent so long. Um, I end up. I don't know how we got on all of this. Like this was the love segment about the men, like leading your lady and stuff, and like so I lost some subscribers. Not lost them; they ain't going nowhere. But people fell off because they were saying like this thing got off topic. So I don't know how we can reel it in, but
they
I'm gonna let
gone
y'all
now.
finish this. I know they gone now, but I'm gonna let y'all finish this little, this part up because we done been here 1 hour 58 minutes and 9 seconds. Come in, we're always open. But we chill a little bit, hold a little bit more. But I want y'all to finish getting y'all thoughts out about this topic, and let's not jump it too far into something else because on Wednesdays is when we do the open discussion Detroit, and we get out here and we get some raw stuff going on about growing up in poverty and how all of that. So, but y'all continue
Oh, shit,
on.
I done lost my energy. Nah, shit.
I'm just saying, like, I just
I should
wanted
have
to
got my
let y'all know.
coffee.
I know the conversation.
Manifest. What manifest said? Tell her to come back up here.
I know.
Come
I
up
just want to
here
let
so I
y'all
can.
know. 'Cause I try to keep the discussions on the topic, and like we've been doing them. Like we got the Money Monday. I did, Tuesday we got Open Understands too. Da da da. And I do like the panels, and I want them to flow in the conversations, but I wanted to just sort of stay on topic because a lot of people got lost in the South because they came for the love part, and we did start off talking about being the man, the leading lady, the relationships, and somehow we got lost.
Hey, they
And
ain't trying to find no
Yeah,
love. They need to
I
find
don't
a
know. I don't
gem.
get lost.
They
like,
need
it
to
was
find a
funny.
Feel
gem.
like
Find a
I feel like
gem.
when you
Start
say men are
early.
supposed to
Who
lead,
need to
you're
find
supposed
a
to lead in
gym?
every aspect.
You could tell the big back. You know what I'm
How you can tell
saying?
a big back?
It's in
That's
a
gonna be
vocal
so.
tone.
That's a segment y'all want to come in for on Open Love's discussion. Does size matter? Far as for women, and far as for men, the body. And far as for the men, the body. You know what I'm saying? Because men are they like to see the thing, and women, so that's going to be a discussion that's going to be had, and I might do it for the next one. I ain't thought, I try to go ahead and plan them out, but
Yeah, see,
y'all
you
gonna
didn't
want
brought it
to.
up. You didn't brought it up now. I mean, shit.
No, we ain't gonna talk about it. But let's
Well,
get back.
size matter because you see this big
Yeah,
ass nose. This big ass
no,
nose I got right here. This big ass nose and held me back.
I just want to.
Held
I
me
just want to know how you
back.
can tell a big back though. Like when you saying you can tell a big back or something. I don't. What is you talking
Oh,
about,
you can tell by the way they breathe and talk and they heavy. Oh,
boy?
and you gonna learn it. But they got all the relationship advice in the world and all this stuff, and ain't nobody even checking for them like that. You know.
Boy,
But anyway, we will
I
say
don't want
that
to
for
see a
another
big back.
discussion. Y'all gonna be mad at me if I'm on the
Yeah,
panel.
I'm gonna
I
make
might
that a
not.
good
I might
discussion.
not get on the panel that day.
No, you coming on the
I'm
panel
a
because
Yeah,
I know
spectator.
I'm gonna keep my Detroit ass in the motherfucking comments because they ain't ready. I'm gonna tell you like that. This is
we
a
be
normal
having Detroit
motherfucking
panelists.
conversation for us. So I don't know. This is a normal Detroit conversation. So my bad. But my
No, I know.
thing is
I'm saying I know.
to reel
We
the shit back
Detroit.
in. When you said lead, I think about a man supposed to lead every motherfucking thing. And if you can't lead everything, you can't get nothing from me. Shit. That's the end of that.
See, I got to. I can't wait to get that energy because I be wanting
Yeah,
to. I be
and
wanting
I
to
agree
run
with you. I agree with
head.
you. I don't know why women stick around even enough to have those horrible stories. They need to be like,
I
this
ain't
nigga
got no
ain't
horrible
shit.
stories.
I know
I've
it's
been
not personal. It's not personal.
shit.
I'm talking about the ones that do. I be like, you got this horrible story about this nigga, and you stayed. And
I
dudes
didn't
do the
say he
same
would.
thing.
He wouldn't.
And
He
dudes
wouldn't
and
leave my house.
men do the same thing. Men do the same thing. Yeah, man, them women they ain't shit, man. My girl did this and then she did that and then she did. Like, dude, how many did she do? Just damn.
That nigga wouldn't leave my house.
One
I
time.
didn't
This
say.
one time. This roll out, dog. But they don't get it. They man, that's another topic. So I'm gonna be
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
No,
quiet.
but this, but like the love, I want this sort of like you got to be a man to lead and all that. So I don't know. Y'all just talk. Where's Detroit?
Some
We're in
women is
Detroit.
some
Y'all be
women
dirty.
are wired to lead. No matter where she at, she gonna lead because she know how to get shit done. You know,
Yeah.
and those the
So what
type of
you?
women I like. I like
I was about
women
to
that
ask.
know how to lead and handle business. I don't
So
want no woman
you want to
that
be baked.
I need a woman that can execute. You know what I'm saying? She can execute her vision. I can execute my vision. We can come up collab on shit and we'd be like, hey, look, such. She'd be like, yeah, okay. She said, well, I do this. And I'd be like, okay, I do that. And then we do it and we make shit happen. I like a woman that know how to execute, you know. And then
Yeah,
when we done executing, she could lay back in her feminine energy and all that good stuff and
That
everything.
ain't
But
she
but I hear
hot,
she a beast though. No, but
but
well, some women. It's a difference when you had that type of energy and you a boss and you not operating under duress and you know that this is just how you cut. That's
I know
beautiful.
it
Yeah,
is.
but if you out here, you just trying to struggle and you trying to be a boss energy and you gotta do this and do that. You got 20 jobs and you just tired all the time. Yeah, you need a break. You need a man in your life. You
Mm-hmm.
know, a real
Find
one.
me one, Mike. Find me one. Find me open dating. Find me somebody in Detroit.
How old you say you was?
21.
Okay.
I'm just saying I'm
Yeah.
41. You know I'm 41. So
and so you
I'll
about
be
to
40.
do a for the love of open your dirty.
Yeah, we do
Find
that.
me a man.
We're
I
gonna
just
put
want
on pop the
Detroit. I don't want
balloon.
internet. I want real live. They got it. We want to. I want a real live for the love of open and
No, you
like
gotta
not
be
far.
pop the balloon.
I want real people in Detroit. I don't want internet people. I need to see them in person at, 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 at a location. You know what I'm saying? And somebody filming. and then I'll make a video of it. And I find, but I need to like I in this season I'm not looking, but like once warm girl summer come, warm woman summer, I don't know what to call it. You know, I'm gonna be making myself available because I ain't been making myself available. So I'm gonna start making myself available over the summer. Like I done been single 8 winters. This gonna make winter number 7 or 8. Like I'm tired of the snow. Like I don't want to do it no more, y'all. I don't want to
Mm-mm.
shovel the snow. I
But
don't
find
want
you
to.
find your old
I
man
don't
with a
want
pension.
a pension. You got a pension, Mike? You know, if you got a pension, you know people with pensions. That means you work with some people. You know some guys.
Ain't
I know a
nobody
lot
trying
of
to
people.
live with no old ass nigga. What's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I
all the
know,
I don't
guys
want
but
be
no
hey,
worms. I don't want
if
no
she
old ass
wanna, if she
nigga.
want, well, she, you can start getting up in age, and you want to get a person that's gonna take care of you.
but
That's that
it ain't
ain't
even about
gonna
the pension
that
though,
ain't
because
gonna
like
happen.
it ain't even about the pension. Think about like definitely here in Detroit, it's some guys that got in that factory at 18. They went on and put them 25 years in and retired. You understand? So now they 43, 44. They went on to do something else and they got, and so it's some great men in Detroit that is not old, but still homeowners, got great money. They out here. I don't know. I used to run into them a lot, but I ain't been out there. I ain't been out, but I don't, I didn't like them type of guys, even though I like them, but I see it. But everyone I done got like that, it's like a subtle control because they know they can't control me because how I emote myself, but it's a subtle control. And so, like in this season, I want a man to lead me. You know what I'm saying? I want to shut the fuck up. I want to be submissive because I've never submitted to anything but some job applications and what things like that. Oh, thank you so much, Manifest. I wasn't looking at my chat. Y'all see, I've been looking down. Mm-mm. But at the end of the day, like I want to, drop all the things because I'm a aware person that I know. Good night, vibes. Thank you for coming. That I know is not good for me, and that I carry all my bad traits I used to carry in relationships. The toxicity, I can't say that word. The toxic traits I had, and so now I want but I don't know how a man is gonna do it. So
I don't
I'm a
either.
vibes queen. Like I'm literally like her advice is golden to me. I love that advice, and like her just saying it wasn't until she tapped in, and she's been tapped in for 20 years. So being that we and her got some, we talk. I'm gonna get her to help me behind the scenes become who I am. Yeah, we still here, males. Hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome. We've been here for 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 15 seconds, chopping it up. We got Mike D on the panel, Jesse James on the panel. The discussion was, are you his leading lady or is he leading you on, lady? And we have led all the way off topic. We don't know where we are anymore.
That's
But
Jesse. Jesse started that. She
boy,
always Jesse a
he,
disruptor.
That's what you're doing tonight. That's what
but
No,
you're
I
welcome.
doing.
love you, Jesse.
I
Jesse, I
told you,
love you. I love you,
baby.
man.
I don't
I
mind
love
being
you.
the wave maker. That's okay.
I love that. I
I don't
love you.
care.
You cool. You cool people.
I like
I
Jesse.
fuck with
Jesse might
Jesse.
be up
I fuck
here.
with Jesse.
If I ain't like Jesse,
Yeah.
no,
And I
I like
respect, and you know what I really love? I love the way you describe the men in your family, man. That shit made me feel proud. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because men like that don't be getting no love and no shout outs, So that's you. That's it. We cool now. Well, I'm cool with you. I like you. You might not like me, but yeah, thank you
Jesse
for,
like
Oh, if I
me.
didn't like you,
thank
I
you.
tell you, I'm very blunt.
Yeah, but thank you for bigging up the men in your life because you rarely hear that. And yeah, those are men of renown. I like that. That's good. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. And that's who I know. That's who I fuck with. Men that I can respect myself. And men that respect me. Iron sharpens iron. Shit.
Yeah, that's why we need more of them out here. Getting out here and trying to reach the ones that can be reached. Can't worry about the ones that can't be reached, but the ones that can be, they need to be reached. And they
Yeah.
out here looking for some type of avenue, where they can
Huh?
learn something.
Yeah. They got them so attracted to shiny things to where they going to Diddy's house. They going to Diddy's party. Then they come out acting like they're man that the Diddy didn't had his way with him,
Thank you,
you
Mel.
know. And they got the
Everybody
little
went to Diddy
kids
party
looking up
was
to
a
those
fucking
people.
hostage. Everybody that went to Diddy party was a hostage. They didn't want to be there.
No, they didn't want to be there, but that's the barrier of entry. You know, you got to sell your soul to get to the goal, and then you after you've been finagled with, now you come out here now you this tough guy, and now you making the youth think that that's what a man is. After you didn't, you know what I'm saying? We won't talk about it because I don't want to get canceled.
You ain't getting canceled. Who
Yeah,
canceling Mike D? They can't cancel Mike
yeah.
D from the Dirty
Well,
D.
it's for your channel's sake, you know.
My channel gonna be okay. Thank you so
Oh,
much, Mel.
okay.
My channel gonna be all right, Mike. Everything.
Yeah.
Because I found out, like, remember I was scared about the song. We're gonna play it because I found out I'm gonna be okay. So
Okay.
Monday Monday and stuff, we're gonna be good. So my
Yeah.
channel
Don't
gonna
be
be fine.
disputed.
My channel is gonna grow. Like, it's small right now. It ain't even growing, but these discussions are golden and they need to be had. And the channel is gonna grow. Other people gonna come
Yeah.
up. Opinions are gonna flow.
Yeah, but
Welcome to
make sure
Opinionated
you
Tuesday.
keep Jessie coming up though because she's
I love
funny.
Jesse.
And
Oh God.
and Jessie she pivoted and start talking more about those great men in her life. Yeah, she gonna blow up too.
The segments, the
Because
for sure.
that's what we want. That's how you start changing men. You talk about the good men in your life and you big up man, and then the wishy washy trash man that see it, they're like, damn, I need to step up. You know, because when a woman like you respect a man, we need to know what that nigga's about. What that man is about. When you can respect him, bring him up. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't fortunate to have men in my family. To be honest, I didn't have men. I had all aunties, all girl first cousins. So I naturally adapted to men when I got outside.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I didn't grow up. I didn't like my grandfather. He didn't stay in the same state as I lived in, shall I say? By the time until I got about 10 or 11, but we had, it was a real close relationship.
You
We
say
would
your
go there.
grandfather?
Yeah, like that was the closest thing I had.
Man,
My
you might as well
dad.
bring Manifest back up, man. Manifest. Let's
She
talk
went. I
about
think
your
she might have
story.
left. I think we got six. We got some bushwatchers or something, or some, I don't know. But Mel's the only one talking with us. Let's see what she asking. Is what true? She asked something. Is what true? Mel's ask me. Ask is what true? A little more clear so I can understand. But at the end of the day, I don't know where Manifest went. I know Drill went to bed. Vibes Queen went to bed. Um, Manifest. She said great live, so she may still be here. You know what I'm saying? She just said great live, open in chat. She didn't say good night or that she was leaving, but it don't matter. I love the conversation, and I'm okay. If y'all okay, we can keep talking. It is what it is.
Yeah, I apologize, Manifest. I didn't want to stop you, but it's like you was about to try to get me straight type thing, and you was about to tell a long story and your story, which is unique to
Stop talking to
you.
that
And
lady, because she don't even like your ass.
no,
Just shut
I
up.
like her though. I like her. I like
Leave that lady the
Manifest.
fuck alone. She don't even
No,
like your
Manifest.
motherfucking ass.
No,
I'm gonna cut you
Manifest
off from her
loves
ass.
me.
She
She
said
loves me. I
stop
love
talking to
her.
her, goddammit.
I love her. I love Manifest.
I
Pray
love
for me,
everybody. Y'all
Manifest.
are funny. I love it. I love everybody.
Yeah, I
So
like Manifest though. We're gonna make her famous.
Manifest said move around, Mike. Okay,
we
that's what manifest said.
Girl, we been getting off topic. You girl, we done been here for 2 hours, 13 minutes, 15 seconds. We started on topic real good. Girl, we've been everywhere, but we here for it. And everybody on the panel in Detroit, so the Detroit's conversations flow, and so we everywhere, males. But we up here. But Mike, you ain't gonna get canceled. Jesse always welcome on the panel. Manifest welcome anybody. Males, if you want to come on the panel instead of if you bored, you can come up here. That's what it's for. And we can get back on topic or off topic. It don't matter. I just don't want to go into a topic that I know I'm going to discuss eventually on the channel. On the love segment.
Yeah, we can talk
So,
about it then too. So it don't stop.
yeah.
We talk about big backs and what y'all call the
Whatever.
man. What you say about the man
Cause see, I got canceled, Mike.
size? You got
They
canceled.
they had canceled me. So when I came back, I was like, I'm coming back with a whole new flair, a whole new everything. So I'm trying to stick to it because it's only been a week and a half, I think. 2 weeks. I've been back 2 weeks because I did 2 Sunday testimonial things. So only been 2 weeks, so they canceled me. So now I'm fighting to get back in the algorithm. But like I love this. Like I love because before I was making videos and uploading, and I was only going live one time a week, I think it was on Saturday. Oh, two, Saturday and Sunday. But I like coming out here and just more so and vibing and letting people come up, voice their opinion. And I
Yeah.
like our segments for Monday that we're gonna do
Yeah,
the
for
money
sure.
that we've been doing, giving a little knowledge, gems a little bit. And so I
Right.
appreciate y'all, coming up here chopping it up with me though. I really
So
do.
I got a question for you. Do
For
you
me,
find it? Yeah, for you. With
me,
you look like a small petite sized person. Do
oh,
you
got somebody
find
else, Mel coming up here. I'm just gonna add her. But go ahead. I'm small and petite and what?
yeah, do you get discriminated against by bigger sized women? Do you think that they treat you bad or treat you different or they don't want to be around you? You know?
No, because I don't want to be around nobody anyway. But no, I don't. Because
Okay.
my energy. I got that. I got that boss bitch energy. I ain't trying to, but so they already know I'm not intimidated by you, so you can't bully me. And that was even as a kid. I was the smallest one on the playground. Like hell no. I got this, and these bitches big, and I don't care. I'm the smallest thing out there, and I'm
Yeah,
acting
I'm
like
not talking
what I
about.
am
I
or
ain't talking
whatever.
about physically fighting or
But
nothing, but
I'm just
just
saying,
like
as an
that
adult,
little think she this and that and
but they
blah
don't
blah
hate
blah.
me. Like women just don't like me in general. It ain't even. I don't think it's about my size. I
Okay.
think it's about my aura and my mouth and who I am. I don't
So
think
it ain't
it's.
just the men; it's the women don't like you too, right?
Oh, the men love me.
I
The,
mean,
the men love me. I attract men
yeah.
like them. Don't get it twisted. The men
Oh, me
love me.
attract. I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The men
Okay.
love me, but
All
I
right.
I stop stuff. Like I got control. I have boundaries. I know what I got going on. Like the men love me. I don't be loving the men. So I love but I love men. But I don't. I know when I need a man or when I desire a man.
Okay.
And I wasn't in that season for a minute, so now I'm back in my season, and I'm gonna get it. But welcome, Mel. Come up here to the panel. Thank you.
Hey y'all, hey. Hey
Hey,
everybody. I don't know everybody name. I am super bored, I guess.
let me move this
Um,
the thing, and we can see everybody's name. Jesse, Mike D, myself, and yourself. I don't know why
okay,
I ain't.
hey Jesse James. I've seen Jesse James. Hey
Hey.
Mike.
Hey, I like your profile picture. I love your hair too.
Oh
Now
well
this
thank you so much.
Yeah,
Mel's
that's
my
really nice.
Georgia.
That's sweet.
That's
Yeah.
my
That's my
that's my
last
Georgia.
year birthday. Go ahead, Oprah.
No, you're
That's your.
pretty. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's your last year birthday. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah, that's my last year. That's my 50th birthday picture right there.
Yeah, 50. Okay. Okay. You from Detroit too?
No, I'm from Georgia.
Oh, okay. I like Georgia. I like Georgia.
Mhm.
That's cool. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Continue.
That's all.
No,
Hey
she just wants
everybody. I
to.
don't
Mel's one of our favorites, and Bobby's sleep right now, so she just came up here on the panel to join in if something come up. That's all. Just kicking it,
yeah.
but we appreciate you. Like we've been here. You was you here earlier, Mel, or you just had chimed in?
No, I missed it. I was somewhere else, or I don't
Yeah,
know. I do a lot. I be on Candy Crush. I do a lot.
I feel you. I ain't played that in so long, but I like word games. That's why I be
Oh,
showing out over there at the castle on when they play the word games. They was getting mad at me over the weekend.
oh
If
yeah,
I
the emoji. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I missed that too. I think I was on Candy Crush. Like I'm like 6,000. My oldest daughter and I are like battling, and she
oh,
might she might creep up. She's like 6,454, and I might be 6,333. So I gotta beat her.
y'all
You
fighting.
know.
That's
Yeah, we
sweet.
fighting over Candy Crush.
Hmm. So, like, I want to ask you why I got you up here since you are in a relationship. Do you allow
Mm.
Bobby to lead your relationship, or are you more so the leader in your relationship?
I really can't say either one of us lead.
Mm-hmm.
I think more so we help each other. Like
Okay.
I don't think we have a leader here. I don't think we have a leader. I mean, oh, that's a crazy question, but I don't think we have a leader.
Okay.
Just to answer that, I think we help each other when we both need each other's help. Like
Okay.
Mhm.
so, um, I mean, they probably don't know. Bobby's an amputee, so I have to. Just because I'm doing all the stuff doesn't mean I'm leading.
Yeah,
But
I know that. Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So, but he paying the bills, so that don't mean he leading.
Okay.
You know, so it's like we kind of
Equal.
just work together.
That's good. That's beautiful.
But that don't mean it's all goddamn flowers and roses and none of that either. But I don't think either one of us leads. I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe we do need a leader.
I don't know. Growing up, that's what they all. I was always taught. Let me see.
Well,
I think
my daddy was.
manifest back. She said, "Hey, Mels to you," but
Who said that? Hey,
manifest.
lady.
She was up
Hey,
here,
manifest.
I like Manifest. Bring her back up.
but
I
I
love
like
manifest.
they
Yeah, I
say men.
like her too. I like her too. I like her voice and the way she talk.
Mike, shut up.
No, I really do. I really do. I really do. I'm
Leave that
interested
lady
in.
alone.
I love man for real.
The
I
dog
know she
going
had.
crazy.
Bring her back.
Y'all
Let
funny.
out.
If she hit the link, she can come. I'll put the link back in the chat though, because it's probably way up there. People been typing in there. So,
Ooh,
but
did y'all hear me say lay down to the dog? I'm sorry. I thought I hit the button. Oops.
mm. Okay, so if anybody that's in the bushes want to come up, all is welcome. All opinions matter. We were talking about, are you his leading lady, or or is he leading you on, lady? But now we just on whatever. But I did ask males about leading, so like I did say, like I was always taught a
Well,
man was supposed to lead, and I have found some
well,
leaders.
okay,
I just
well, I get that part. But if you really, I think I make more stuff happen. Like I make the doctor's appointments. I make like so. I don't know like who's. I don't know
no, but you're
because
acting.
I make a lot of stuff happen that he's not gonna do. So I really feel like I I don't know. Like it's just the word leader, leading. He's not like
I
I
think the
don't
leader
know.
was throwing you off, Mills. But I think that what you're saying is what Mike was saying, like the execution. Is she executing like you would want?
She's an
She's
executor. See,
doing the
that's what I'm talking about.
execution.
See, we work together and we make it
Yeah,
happen. You know,
yeah.
we make it
If
happen.
if if
We
if
play
it wasn't
different
for me,
roles.
Bobby will still be walking around on that dead leg. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things that wouldn't have got done if I hadn't have been around. And I hope he realizes that. I know he listening now. He got to be waking. He got to hear me. But um,
Hey,
it's a lot
Bobby,
of things that wouldn't
He
if
it
gonna
you
make
wouldn't
you
have
eat the
happened.
cake. You better be careful what you say. He might make you eat that cake.
Oh, he
So
can't make me eat the cake. He only got one leg. Let's
down
not
there, but see,
play.
they
yeah,
told you. They,
you might got that strong left hook.
they
What? No,
Okay, well,
I'm just playing.
I
I'm
can
just
run.
playing.
I can still run faster.
don't do that. I ain't even
Oh, that's
laughing.
Oh
wrong.
I
man.
ain't laughing.
Right, you gonna get it for
Nope,
real now.
not
No, he got.
I am
He's
not.
smiling a little bit.
he
No, we're
gonna
not angry people though,
he
I
so
gonna
know,
we
get
yeah.
you
can joke.
together. He gonna
They
open
got to
you
get
up.
it
Whack,
away.
Yeah.
whack. Nah.
Why you trying? I know you being funny.
I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm just playing.
I know you play.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He listened a little bit. He listened a little bit, but we non-violent folks over here. But if he, I will leave him in the wheelchair now. Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord, she doing the Helen. Is you the
Look, it's
Helen?
so funny. It's so funny, y'all. Out kind of off topic, not off topic, but he got this new leg, like, cause insurance is a great thing, and he's got a new leg, and he's got great prosthetic people. So it's an app on the phone that, like, if he pissed me off, I will trip him up. I'm
You
gonna
turn his
download
leg
it on
off.
my
Oh
phone first.
shit.
You turn
Yeah,
his
I can
leg off.
control his leg from my phone. From my phone, I'm gonna download the app.
Oh
He got an
man, why
AI
you
leg. You
laughing?
just gonna make him kick his own ass. That's bold. You can't
I'm
That
do
not
way
that.
laughing.
he's gonna
Yeah, I'm not
We
going to
need
hell with
manifest
y'all.
up here to get you together. Manifest, come
stop
get us,
I'm
playing
not
with
man.
going
me.
to hell with y'all.
I'm
What's
not
the
gonna
Oh,
story,
hurt him.
manifest?
I'm not gonna
I
hurt
ain't going
him.
to hell with them
I'm not
either.
gonna hurt
I ain't
him.
going
Now.
to hell either.
Better
No,
learn that
yes.
lady
I'm not
something.
going to hell for doing that to him.
I'm just,
He
I'm
tripped.
joking.
Shit.
I'm joking.
A remote control
I'm
leg. That's
joking,
funny.
Bobby Johnson. I'm not doing
No,
that.
it's really on the phone. It's so cool. Like the man sat in the yard and he programmed it on the computer. It's like,
Oh,
does it feel loose enough? Like, it's so cool. And I don't know why other people won't look into that, those other amputees. But
That's
Bobby got
sweet.
a great leg. He'll climb a tree.
Man, I
Yeah,
want to
but I'm
know.
gonna trip him up if he picks me up.
I want to know the
don't do
company that make that leg. I need to know that who make that
Hmm?
leg. Find out the company that make that leg and let open know, cause they
that.
got something good. You got an
I say
AI
that.
leg,
I got
cause
an
a lot
invention.
of
Just,
because a lot
it
of
ain't
people gonna need
anything
that.
like
A
that's
lot of
something
people
else.
gonna need their legs.
Yeah,
All these young dudes catching diabetic foot, and they getting their stuff cut off. I know a guy who got his legs cut off. I'm like, dog, how you do that? But he ate a lot of cupcakes and Fagos and all that stuff and cookies.
They didn't take care of themselves. Well, not
Yeah,
all the Bobby has lupus. So that's a different thing. But it's a lot of
yeah,
people that diabetic, they got their toes cut off. It's a lot of that stuff going on. But his wasn't, he was a nice, strong, healthy man, and the lupus kind of attacked his body, and here we are. But
yeah.
um,
He
it
lucky,
was
man. He
kind of
got a good. He got a good
unexpected.
woman. He got a good woman. Still look good. Take care of him. Control his leg right. He good. Don't be leaving him in the sun though. It's hot down in Georgia. You can't be doing that man like that. Don't do him like that. You
yeah.
know.
He just giggled.
She
He
ain't
know
gonna
how
do
to come in.
She is not
Sure.
gonna do Bobby wrong like that. I don't believe it.
I would. I would leave him first before I had to do anything horrible to him.
Hmm.
Trust and believe.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. He sound like
Like, I
he
ain't
been a
with all
great guy. Yeah.
that. Because like you said, you've been with Bobby before that. His leg, right?
Yeah, I knew him
That
when he
makes
had the leg.
Yeah, like because some women will walk away from some stuff like that. Like you don't want to encourage him. You know what I'm saying? Like you execute it the way Mike say. So like I don't know, but you're his
Oh my
leading lady. Like that's what I mean when I say leading lady. Like you're the lady
God. Okay,
that's
so
you know, like that's what I'm asking because like for me when we was talking earlier, I was saying I had guys lead me on, making me think we're gonna be something, and then we don't end up being anything. And then I just left out there. But I was looking for something basically like what you and Bobby got. You know what I'm saying? Where I got a partnership and I'm his leading lady, basically his only lady, and we live in life and rising to the top. Like when this segment is over, if y'all stick around for the song, it tells you everything that I was trying to say. Hmm.
okay, well this is the thing. We weren't necessarily at the time that we met, neither one of us were looking for a relationship. Like I was in a situation and he was in his situation.
Oh,
And it
okay.
was like Um, it wasn't like I was like, oh, I need a man. Or it wasn't like neither. We were just like cool. It was really kind of crazy
Just happened.
because I had just come back. Hmm,
I said, so it just happened.
I had just yeah, kind of.
Stuff breaking up.
I like to kind of say we go together by default. Like it was like a default relationship.
Okay.
Man, I hope that don't sound bad, but one of our classmates kind of hooked us up, introduced us, or reintroduced us. And then once I saw his situation and stuff, and like I said, I was in a kind of situation, and we started hanging out and talking, and I saw the need, what he needed. I was like, let me see what's going on, and it's history from there, I guess.
Oh, that's good. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's beautiful now. Don't say that.
I'm saying like no, because like it's like friendships for me. Like I would prefer to
Yeah,
be
it
with
was
somebody
more of a
that
friendship.
I built a friendship
Yeah,
with over somebody I just met and we think we know each other and we call ourselves in a relationship and they don't go nowhere.
and
So
you want to get some, and then just get some, and they ain't the person that you thought they were, and then they go on and you looking crazy. So it was more like it's more of a friendship. I
okay.
would absolutely say that. And I want him to take care of himself because whoever them bitches he was with before, they wasn't looking after him. So I challenge any of them to come say anything to me
You better
because
tell them.
I don't understand it. Like, and like the first 2 or 3 years I had to. I was like, these were not your friends. Because if these was your friends, then you wouldn't be walking around looking like that.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's true.
So
That is so true. Like,
yeah.
I was telling him in Marcus chat that um I normally had used to date potentials because they done been abused, like women wasn't taking care of them, so I would get them and fix them up, but then I'll send them over.
Mhm.
I'll send them on though, because during that time I wasn't really, I was hurt in life, so I don't think I was really looking for anything serious, But I've
Just
dated potential guys and seen that they were, other women didn't take care of them the way they should have, and I'd
hmm
be like, where was the care?
I
But
dated when I was dating and in my like 20s or whatever. I totally saw potential, and then they always sent their representative to come meet you. Like the representative is the one that'll come and say, "Hey, I do this, I do this, I can do this, I can do this," and then in our little young minds, we were like, "Okay, then I can make this work with this one." And then they come out and do some old crazy stuff, and then you end up going to jail and prison.
Yeah, you ain't never allowed that representative to be a motherfucker.
Yeah, that representative girl, that representative come in like he just the man, and then they show their true colors after a couple of days or weeks or whatever.
mhm. That's what I was saying about somebody else I used to date. They showed their representative, and I ain't with
Hmm
it. Don't come with the representative because I'm, open and honest. Come in, I'm open. Like I just come with who I really am, and I think
Yeah,
who I
I'm
really
so
am.
straightforward that you wouldn't like. I'm so straightforward they think I'm lying.
Mhm. For me, like I think I intimidate because I'm just so straightforward.
hmm
Ain't nobody intimidated.
What did you talk?
Nobody.
Where are you at? We can't even see you. Don't be talking
Look,
behind the
Oh,
the
I had to make my
intimidated
coffee.
man
I'm
said he
coming
Don't
ain't
back.
intimidated.
Boy, he gonna
don't come
show a piece of
with
watermelon, nigga. Watermelons ain't that season. That's an old picture.
The
Watermelons are
intimidated man
delicious.
said he ain't intimidated.
Exactly.
How they ain't intimidated?
Show me a watermelon in a couple of months and I believe it. But right there, that one wasn't right.
Yeah, that was me. I was making a little crypto
Don't
project.
try to change the subject now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Intimidated
I'm not.
man.
No,
Yeah,
Mike
that's an
does.
old crypto. I've been making troll coins and stuff just to mess with
Yeah,
people.
Mike does the crypto. Come in, Mel's on Monday. Mike come. It's just me and Mike. I really, we can ask questions in the chat, but we're the only two on the panel. But we teach them about stocks and crypto to gain
Yeah,
some money and generational wealth.
I would love to learn
Mike
about
has
that.
been doing it for a while, and Mike does great when he does great.
Right,
He
right.
know, but Mike knows the real shit. He knows how to do it. He knows the information. It's all up to
Yeah.
you to do the right thing. once you're given the gem. So,
It's like any other stock. I get it.
hmm
Mhm.
but we're gonna educate. And not really, but that's what his little thing was.
What you
One of
mean
them
little?
coins.
What you mean
Oh,
little?
with the watermelon on it.
It's
Was you
little.
targeted the
Yeah,
niggas?
I didn't follow through on it. I was gonna do it though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
easy.
it
You
was
should
called
have had a piece of chicken too, then. Shit.
it was gonna call I was gonna call it chocolate chicken. You
Oh
know.
Lord.
Yeah, yeah,
With a piece of watermelon.
like I was saying earlier, that damn toxicity sale. So, but anyway,
I mean,
we'll talk about that on.
I don't want toxicity.
Yeah, we'll
Ever.
talk about that Monday.
Yeah, yeah, but that's what sale. So
Mhm.
shoot, yeah, but I want to make the money. So anyway, and without going to
Mm.
Diddy's party,
Oh, no, Diddy.
no Diddy, no
You
No
Diddy.
say you
Diddy.
want to go to Diddy's
I'm
He said
not.
parties?
I
without.
don't. No,
He
no,
said
no.
without. He said without having to go to Diddy's party.
Right.
Oh,
Nah, I
okay,
host
okay,
the
okay.
party. I
That's what
host
I'm
it.
saying. Well,
Ain't
they
no
gonna get
Diddy
Damn,
gonna
you
be
gonna host
happening.
the
Oh, I
party
host it
now?
Ain't
I
no
too.
might.
Diddy. Ain't
I'm
no Diddy
the
gonna be happening. None of that type
Mike,
of
you
stuff.
going to Diddy? Oh, they gonna get you. I
Ain't
seen
I
them
no.
don't
big
want to
guys
be
that was
nowhere
with you.
near those parties, honey.
Yeah, I ain't gonna have that type of party.
I ain't hosting
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
this
Yeah,
shit.
I don't think you want to host it either, huh, boy?
I ain't hosting that with no Diddy. I don't want to
Those
be no part
Diddy,
of it.
You know,
I don't want
yeah,
no
you're right.
security, no
I
he
used
security,
worse than
none of that.
R. Kelly.
I used to party every
He,
day. I used to party
mm-mm.
every day, man. You find people doing all kind of stuff in your house. You be like, dog, where do you get all this cocaine from? Like,
Uh-uh.
man, you gotta go.
I ain't
You
never
Mm-mm.
seen
know.
nobody do cocaine, but I
I
know
mean, how you
people.
gonna bring cocaine to my party? You supposed to buy it from me when you get here. You know.
Oh,
Man,
you sound
hey,
like
we
you
ain't
from my
we
town.
ain't be starting the conversation on this
Oh, my
motherfucker,
bad.
You
Let's
dog.
sound
change
like
the.
you from
Yeah,
my
let's change.
town.
Let's change
The
the subject.
fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm
You
Y'all,
talking
sorry.
y'all
about
just
baby
be taking the
powder
conversation.
for for
Y'all know I
YouTube
got no.
purposes?
I just
We're
let
talking about
conversation.
organic baby
I
For
party with
powder,
entertainment purposes only.
you. Gotta say allegedly.
right?
Allegedly. Allegedly. I'm just talking.
No.
That's how you allegedly when I was young.
Right.
That's what you got to
When
do.
I was in band camp.
Oh
Allegedly.
Lord, that's a lot
Lord
of stuff
forgive
happened
y'all.
in band camp now.
I
Hmm.
thank y'all for
Them
coming on my
band trips were very fun.
Yeah. What's that noise? I hear some electric. You cutting some hair, or is that leg you was talking about?
Oh, it's probably the background air conditioner then.
Oh
Dang, you
Mike,
got some good ear.
I want you to
I
go
got
check
a new
out
phone. I got my phone is
Mike, I'm gonna send you a
Supersonic,
link. I'm gonna send you a link, Mike, to a guy I
supersonic.
want you to check out on YouTube. He made I was watching his live the other day. It was something about the sex machines. Women using sex machine, the sex machines.
oh man, yeah, y'all gotta stop.
No, but
That's gonna
yeah, I was cracking up because I thought about you. He sounded
how you
like
gonna
you
think
a
about
VA.
me?
Is it bothering your ears?
I
I'm
don't know, but
confused about my
I
air
want you to go listen
conditioner.
to that live. You'll crack up. I was
Thomas,
in there
No,
just cracking up.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Right, she didn't start talking about sex machines and stuff.
Oh, man.
It's a love
Open it,
segment.
Well,
open.
I heard
Women
it
love that.
desensitizes your tutu. So
Yeah,
if it
that's
Yeah, you don't want that.
desensitizes,
That's what
I
ZS was
don't
saying.
think I want that.
He said he
Yeah,
can't compete.
yeah. That's why my neck messed up now.
Which
Why your
yeah,
neck messed up?
no, he said your tongue. He said they can't eat it at the level of a vibrator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's what he
desensitizes your tutu,
Right,
girl.
you
I
gotta
heard
scratch
that.
it.
breaking up.
You gotta take your finger and just scratch it real hard with some sandpaper.
Okay,
And they still don't feel it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
That's
all
why you
that.
know what?
I
That's
heard
why a
that
lot of
about those roses though, for real. Like
I don't
I
want no
heard
rose.
that. No,
yeah.
but they say it desensitized. But I know.
I
Well,
don't
let
want
me
no
just
rose.
shut up because I ain't going too deep on your shit. But I
I
heard
mean,
it
it's a love segment.
desensitizes.
You just got to watch out. Certain words. I guess I don't know, but I've heard other people talk about worse stuff.
What's after 12
Yeah, I
now?
just don't
So
want to tell too
We had to
many
do a whole
stories
live on.
about. I won't tell too many personal stories, but
Yeah.
I knew this one guy that did it, and I'm gonna tell the story anyway. How crazy is that? But I knew this one guy that he did it to himself so much that he didn't know what to do in a girl. Like it wouldn't finish. Like once he got in a real
Oh,
girl,
he was
he had
putting it on the top of his thing.
That happened
Pretty
too.
no,
much.
he was doing it with his hand.
Oh, he
It
was.
was just a yeah,
Oh,
he had jacked it so much that like when it just did not work
I
no
Yeah,
believe
his
it.
more.
hand was his
No other
girlfriend. That's what
Yeah, it
happened.
happened. It can
yeah.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah. He had a strong grip because couldn't nobody I mean that was I don't
Oh
understand.
yeah.
not
Ain't
I
not
don't
the kung
understand.
fu grip.
You had a
Goddamn.
strong. You had to
Yeah.
dang near pull it off for it to do something, huh?
Oh my God. It did not work. It did not work.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I
I
had
That's
was
to
a
like,
stop.
personal
I had
story.
to stop doing that too. I mean, it's like, especially with all this porn out here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't even. I had to get off Instagram. I didn't discover Instagram until about 2 years ago. And when I got on Instagram, I just was like, what the hell? Then it's like
well,
I had to
Instagram
stop
nasty. I
looking
don't
at
get
it.
on Instagram.
You know what I'm saying?
Instagram
Because I
nasty.
mean, no, they ain't naked. It's just, I mean, just, hey, it's
Oh, it's pretty women.
A horny man syndrome.
yeah, it
Okay.
make you horny.
Yeah,
Just look, soon
none
as
of
you start
that
looking
ever
at it, you're
came
like,
up.
damn, the little
I
African
Brooks
never
girl keep
Media said,
understood.
what
dancing,
happened to him? What
make me
happened to you, Brooks?
sweat.
You done beat it till it don't work no more? Oh, Lord, not Brooks Media.
From looking at
That,
pictures, from
you
looking
know,
at Instagram.
That's crazy as
Instagram. They
hell.
ain't pictures. They got
And the
videos on
crazy
there
girl,
too.
That
Jesse,
is
please tell
crazy as
me.
hell.
So
Yeah.
you done desensitized your thing for looking
And
at
look,
social
and
media.
I got a Z Fold phone too, so you know it's got the big screen, so it's like,
Oh, you looking at the big booty. It's getting bigger.
Oh,
man,
you are
yeah,
very lonely. You are
yeah,
very lonely. You need to go to more bars and clubs.
yeah. I can't, I don't do it now. I just, you know, shit. But
Man, that's
I will
crazy.
if I feel like I'm about to do something stupid for it. I got to pull one out. I might have to
Well, I
pull one
would rather
out.
you do that than go out there being reckless. So
Yeah,
I guess
yeah, because
you know,
I got a strange superpower that if I pull it out, it's over, and it get me in a lot of trouble. I've
I
been there.
understand that. Yeah, sometimes you gotta keep it to yourself. So
Yeah,
just do it. Yeah,
yeah.
I can
What
understand that. But
superpower you got, Mike?
You find out. I mean, you know,
I
you
ain't trying
should
to know.
find out.
You know you might, but I'm talking about what kind of superpower you got, Mike.
Well, I mean, I've never really been nowhere where then nobody want to give me something, you know.
Oh,
When
okay.
I show up, it's like somebody gonna want to do something.
Oh, somebody want to,
and
they just
they
want to get to you. They be throwing
and
Yeah,
it.
they and they
They
be
be
buck
yeah,
wild
throwing that
too.
ass in a spray circle. Okay.
Yeah. They be buck wild.
yeah. Who is that? Oh, that's Mike. Then I start talking. They be like, "Damn,
Yeah.
he's smart," and I'm smart, and I
Oh,
Yeah,
cause
talk that shit.
I ain't never been a buck wild bitch. I was never
Yeah,
that girl.
I was
yeah.
1999. That was my year, like 99, 2000. Those was my little buck wild
First
years.
of all, 99 to 2000 is some memorable shit. Like, I don't even know what to say about
Like
that.
99, 2000,
Yeah.
man,
Well, see,
2001.
That
I'm
was
so
some
much
memorable
older
shit.
than y'all.
Yeah, y'all a little
Yeah.
older. You and Mike,
I
y'all in the
was
same
I was
range.
I was a low key hoe. And
Like,
no shade on
no,
myself. I was the one that tutored the cute boys because they couldn't pass their classes. So
Mm-hmm.
while
Yeah,
I
that's what
was
I
over
did
there
too.
too, yeah, I was tutoring them and they were tutoring me too. You know,
Well, I ain't never messed with
I ain't
nobody
messing
what
up
I
with
was in
you,
school with.
no, they girlfriends didn't like me, so of course I'm gonna help you with your math. Like, yeah, come over and help me with my math.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was like that was like what 89, 90, 91
Oh, I was a
ish.
baby.
I graduated in 93, so those were like the band was upon a time at band camp.
Yeah. 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 So we about the same age. I'm old too. I mean, not old, you know, but yeah.
Y'all the same age as my oldest sister. Like I watched a lot of stuff. I was too young to participate, but my mama was that parent take her with you because I all my sisters was older than me. So I just have to go with them. So I seen some things early on. I think I done told y'all that before.
You
So
got
I
some
was
I
saying,
ain't
I was
had
grandkids,
like,
no
Mike?
sister.
huh?
I said, Mike, you got some grandkids?
Yeah, I got two. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I've
I got.
got
all right then.
Yeah, I love my
4.
babies. Shit, I set them all. I've set them all up. All my kids got houses, and they happy, and they got their inheritance early. I believe in giving you your stuff now. Leave me alone.
Amen to that.
You know.
I know that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
I
good.
want.
That's a good daddy.
Yeah, because you gotta, that's leading. Because we take care of our parents longer than our parents took care of us. If you think about it, my parents
Well, that's some people.
to 18, then once they get
Yeah,
like
that's a whole nother
50,
conversation. That's
yeah,
a whole nother day
yeah. We
about
save it. We save
parents
it.
and kids.
Yeah. Well, you brought it
That'll
up. Oh
take
no,
us.
she brought
That's
it
on
up.
our
But yeah.
Tuesday. Come in on our Tuesday segment for open understands too, and we'll discuss that. That's on our
But
Tuesday.
see, the problem, everybody be going live at the same damn time that I like to look at. And then I had a little segment. Did y'all go over there and look at Tipsy TT Tuesday?
No, I gotta go check it out. Like some
Tipsy,
people don't
what?
follow the algorithm, and I don't go check for people.
You say
Like that's
TT?
It wasn't my time.
tipsy.
Tipsy TT's Tipsy TT Tips and Tails.
Damn, I like that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but my phone was acting up that night. So I was trying to do my own little thingy thing, and then you be live, and then Vibes be live, and then everybody be live. I need
And
7 devices.
yeah, I don't have that issue no more because I was canceled. So the only person I watch is Vibes and Marcus. And far as Marcus, he dropped videos, and if he go live, it's normally in the daytime, in the middle of the day, and I'm his moderator, so I will go over there because I'm a
And he
moderator.
keep
But
and he'll
other
keep
than
you
that,
over there for 6 hours.
them the only two people I have watched. I don't watch the other people. Now I get tea from other people when I watch certain people. You know what I'm saying? Or people send me stuff. But I just
Hmm.
I'm not street sector. Like that's why I ain't getting numbers like that right now because I'm not doing drama.
It's
I'm over
okay.
here
You're
like,
gonna get your own set of
no, I
numbers
know.
and your own
That's why I'm
audience.
here. Oh, I already know
I
that.
don't even
And
want that audience.
I don't want it over here. That's what I've told Vibes. I don't want that audience over
Yeah,
here. My thing is, I'm gonna
yeah,
get people that I want here. What I want are like-minded individuals who can hold ground for
right,
whether we agree or
right,
disagree. But we're gonna have a discussion every night, and I'm gonna keep coming up with different discussions. Different things to entertain. Because I'm gonna be here. Like
yeah.
summer, I'm probably having to drop down to like 3 days because me and my baby got some stuff to do over the summer and all that. But as soon as fall come back, I'll be back on my 5 days, 6 days. I'm gonna be out here. Be out
Yeah,
here.
you say that until
Spreading
that
love.
money start coming in. You start getting some of that YouTube money. You're gonna be here 7 days a week, around the
Oh
clock.
yeah. I probably will. Like, because one thing about me, I can talk and I got I've been through a lot. Y'all, I've been through a lot. I know people that been through a lot. The people are gonna feel safe to come here. Like not being funny. Manifest, like Mike, while you tripping, Manifest has been in this
I ain't
sector.
tripping. I like
No,
manifest.
I just want to say, but she been in the sector for 2 years, and she be up under a lot of big content creators panels. I mean, chats. She
But
never
you
hit their
don't
panel.
feel comfortable in.
Exactly. Like I'm giving
Hmm.
that space where they're going to feel comfortable, and I want her to come back. But I think she stuck around. She know, you know, at the
I
end
like
of the day,
As
manifest.
regular people, like not as
I'm being
like I'm
real
this, I'm
people,
that.
no
Like
drama
we are
stuff.
just regular people. Yeah, like MGO. I love MGO. I don't know
I
why they
don't know
give that
you on
lady so many problems.
like a lot of people might
Huh?
not know on that because me and MGO we used to talk on the back end for a quick second, and we got a good rapport, a good rapport. So
I like who I like, but
I like
then
everybody, but people
you
don't like me. But I don't give a fuck.
I
I'm
don't want
here.
to be a part of it. I don't want to be
Oh,
a part of it because that's not my life. That's their life. That's what they got themselves into. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm over here trying to garden and live with Bobby.
and
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
what was that orchid? I don't know what it was. It was pink and it had the leaves coming out of it. the other day. I don't know if it was a short or you posted the picture, but I commented up under.
It's probably my peach trees. I don't know. I need to go to that channel. It might have
No.
been the peach trees. We got some pansies out there. We got everything out there is seeding. So we're gonna finna have our own seeds, collard green seeds, carrot seeds, radish seeds, beets. We're gonna have our own seeds. So if y'all need produce, y'all might need to come food with me. But I don't want the messy people. I mean, we got broccoli seeds out there growing.
I want
Like
seeds.
you,
Yeah, I
hmm,
can't do.
I want
I'm
some
not doing
seeds. I
you
want some
want some
seeds.
seeds?
Yeah,
We
I
will
want.
ship seed.
Mike.
We
You
ship.
got enough space, Mike, to do some gardening in your
Let her
backyard.
talk. Let her finish. I don't know about these seeds.
Yeah, you could do them in pots. You could contagious gardening with Melanie and Bobby. I'm on Facebook. I'm more on Facebook. Well, I'm bigger. I mean, I got like 500 people on Facebook,
Okay.
and then
Well,
I'm at one. Bobby coughing, Bobby coughing, Bobby coughing. We smoking a little herbs.
oh yeah. So y'all getting it together. See, that's yeah.
Okay, so we got contagious gardening. It's not for me to teach you how to grow. I just want you to grow something. Like if you get my apple tree came from an apple that I was eating. I ate the apple, I cut it or whatever, and it was sprouting already. I put it in the dirt and now I got an apple tree. So
Oh
it's
wow.
not for me to tell you how to grow because I really don't understand how it works either, but the Lord will provide.
Yes.
so
Hmm.
so if I could sit there and have the patience enough to watch it grow and seed, and I got seeds, and I can help feed, then that's what I'm here for. Like I don't know.
That's
So
beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. I need a woman that's like that too. See, that's that soft femininity, whatever that word is.
That word is.
That
I'm not
femininity,
I'm not I'm not even that
That's
feminine
that's
though.
good. Well,
I
no, but
think I'm
it's what you do. It's your actions. You know, you doing things. You growing food and planting and feeding and you know what I'm saying, smoking. You know, you taking care of your husband and y'all smoking. You know, and that's cool. Y'all getting along. Y'all could talk, laugh with each other, cuss each other out probably, and just have a good day with just you and him together and have a great time. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about, really. You know, some people can't even sit around each other. They arguing, or somebody got to do this, they got to do that. Get up and do this. You know.
No, he'll go
Yeah.
in another room or go outside or out. I don't want to. I don't got no fussing left in me. At 50, by the time you get 50, you ain't got no fussing left in you.
Exactly. I'm with
You
that.
trying
Yeah.
to stay alive. Shit.
Yeah.
Who the
I
hell
know.
you trying to fuss at?
I know the people. I know couples that be like, "Look, go cheat." You know, just to get out their face. Just they don't even
Mm-mm,
Yeah.
I'm not.
care.
I don't. That's too much going on. That you go cheat.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't
If
know.
you
I
know
don't
where
never
you
want to get to
stay,
that.
you better come home.
I don't
You
know. I don't never
know,
want to get to that
pay
point
these
where I'm telling
bills.
my man to go cheat. Mm-mm. No,
Yeah.
Hell no,
no.
shit.
My thing is
Go
like,
cheap.
no, they ain't no go cheat. Go calm
Yeah.
down in the room.
Not
Get your
go
stuff
cheat.
together. Yeah, go cheat.
Well, they
That's
ain't
just
really cheating. Just go somewhere. Go find some friends. Go play.
no. Yeah, do
I
something like that.
well,
Do some
that'll
healthy.
be that now, but not go cheat. Cause
Yeah,
I'll never say go cheat.
I ain't telling no
Nah.
man to go cheat. I'm like I said, I don't want to be number
No,
two. I
but
ain't
you
complete.
do. You need that distance. Like I need a girls trip bad as hell. You know what I'm saying? But that don't necessarily mean I'm gonna go cheat on my girls trip. We probably need some distance. We are very close, but it ain't like go cheat. Like go get your mind right, or something. like
Hmm.
and then like I don't want. I'll never say go cheat because I break up with you first. Cause I don't want to play with nobody like that. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't
cheat.
say go cheat.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But if
Right.
it's permission, then it ain't really cheating, then, huh?
Yeah. Some people just don't care no more. A lot of people just together so they can live, so they can exist. Cause it didn't got so
I
hard
don't
out
want
here for
that.
some people. They just
I don't
need
want
to make the bills. They like roommates, and that's it.
that. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
Yeah. They may make it seem like on the outside they're in a relationship, but in real life they just like shoot up. If they separate, they can't survive by themselves. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's a business
Well,
arrangement at that point.
that's called codependency.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
like
Then
that. That's
then
Shit,
something I don't want.
that ain't no relationship. Shit.
then it's people out here that's in relationships because they both got the same disease and they
Now that's
stuck
too
with
much
each other.
going on. No, that's too much going on. I ain't heard that one.
Oh man.
but no,
Yeah.
I always felt like when in the 90s when that disease came out, and I was like, oh Lord, like in my mind, I know I was being safe and stuff, but I was like, well, if I ever get it, I'm gonna find somebody that got it too. Like we'll live
When
our life happily ever after. Like
Yeah.
so,
Y'all can
I can
share
see that
meds.
happening.
Yeah, because you can't
Yeah,
catch it twice. Ain't like you're gonna get double, triple.
right.
no, because
Yeah.
I knew someone that had it, and it's certain like different types of it. So you have to be with someone that has that same type
Got the
though, or
same
something.
strain. Yeah.
Yeah, the same
You gotta
strain
be
because
with somebody that's gonna
a different
understand
strain
you got it
can
and
kill the
accept it
person.
though.
Yeah, it's
Cause if
Yeah.
true.
somebody come to you and tell you they got it, are you gonna accept that person?
No,
I
because I
wouldn't
don't got
always took that.
I ain't
I,
got it. So why would
Exactly.
I put
So
myself at risk? I don't care how much.
exactly.
How
But
I,
some people, that's what I'm saying. So I
yeah.
mean,
yeah.
and
I dated a chick one time, and she was really nice too, and she was pretty and everything. And we went out to eat and stuff, and we sat in the car and we was talking, and we was really getting to know each other. And she's like, she looked to the right, then she turned around and her eyes was just tearing. And I was like, "What's wrong?" She was like, "I got to tell you something." I was
Oh
like,
Lord.
"Oh shit," But we were just talking, we ain't slept together. She's like, "Well, my ex, he was this and doing that, and I got HPV." Now she said HPV, and when you start saying H's, P's, V's, and all that stuff, I don't want to hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
She told
where
me
But
her
where you
story.
live
I ain't
again?
She told me her
Where you gotta
story.
go?
She told me her story. I said, "Damn." I said, "I really appreciate that you told me that." You know what I'm saying? She said, "Well, I hope it doesn't change anything because I really, really like you, Mike." I said, "Look, and you know
Deuces.
what? We'll talk later." I ain't talked to her since. So I was like, "Nah, I ain't never talking to
now
her again,
on
ever."
that note, I
At
want to
least
say
she gave you that choice.
Yeah, so I appreciate that she did that, but I wasn't about to be like, "Ah, hell no," and start tripping because you never know what a person might do because they might be
no
mad
though.
and do
I want
stuff.
to I want to chime in on that HPV thing because the commercials, all that, and so because I did some research trying to see if I should get my daughter that vaccination that from the commercial.
No.
Well,
Hell
I
no.
opted out. No, I just
Mm-mm.
I did my research. I opted out, but at the end of the day, I found out that the HPV can just be developed in you. I don't think it's all sexual. So how does she know that her
Mm-mm.
boyfriend gave it to her and she just didn't develop it? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't,
Like it's some
Oh
type of
I
yeah.
don't think it's a transmitted. I don't think it's a
yeah. I don't
transmitted
know.
disease anyway. I think it's a female disease that happens, and then it wasn't happening to me back then in the 80s or my 90s, so it's nothing I got to worry about or my children. Like, so
Yeah,
I don't know what HPV really is, where it came
yeah.
from, but
I
I
don't
don't.
know either. I just did a little research, just seeing what
Yeah,
they. I forgot
yeah,
the
but
name of it, but
I know it's contagious.
They
but
just like to shoot
I
you
didn't
up
know it
and
was
shit.
contagious. I thought it was
Yeah.
just like until I did my research. I'm saying I know now, but like I'm just
Yeah.
saying. But I found out it develops or something. In certain
Yeah, I'm just like
it
that. When you
uses
start saying
or
H's and
whatever
V's
word.
and stuff, and you
I
telling me
feel
you
you.
got some shit, I'm done.
I feel you. But she could have not have told you though, and just slept with you and went on about her day, and then you could have had something. So like, I commend the young lady for doing that. That was
Yeah,
And a
me
lot
too.
of
Me
people
too.
do
yeah,
that.
Me
yeah.
It
too.
That
She
was
was
a
was beautiful. She was a
lady.
beautiful woman. Very good
because it's a bunch
spirited
of
and
men.
everything.
I've been seeing it all on my social media. Some guy in Texas and another one somewhere else that is knowingly getting online saying, "Yeah, they know I got it," and they still, it's weird to me.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Yeah,
But you like
yeah.
women. That's just like women knowingly sleeping with a bisexual guy. Like I don't want to knowingly sleep with a bisexual man and put myself at risk to getting one of those V's and H things or any other thing. Like, no. And I don't even want to imagine whatever you was doing with a man, let alone.
Okay. Okay, so HPV, an infection that causes warts in various
Oh no,
parts.
that sounds, yeah, that's sexual.
All
My bad.
right, that's that. No,
Like
I'm all set. I'm all
after
set on
that,
that.
that's
We
You know
all
what I'm
I
good.
can
saying?
hear
See,
about.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's
Come
it.
No.
Once she
on.
said wart, I was done. That's good. But I thought it was
Okay,
something different the way I read
in
Yeah,
it.
I don't.
various parts,
Various
many
parts.
people
That's
where
crazy.
Are they
can
internal or
feel.
external?
Okay, let me keep reading. An
Both.
infection that causes warts in various parts of the body, depending on the strand. Human papillomavirus virus is most commonly sexually transmitted. I never knew that. Many people with HPV don't develop any symptoms, but can still infect others through sexual contact. Symptoms may include warts on the genitals or surrounding skin. Ugh, there's no cure for the virus, and the warts may go away on their own. Treatment focuses on removing the warts. Ugh, a
Wow.
vaccine. Come on, where the fuck?
I didn't
And
know all of
and
this.
can it
Mhm.
cause
I really think that was man made. I really think that was man made
I
because
don't know where it
that
came
shit
from,
just
girl,
came
because
out of
we had
nowhere. It
chlamydia,
came out of nowhere.
we had syphilis, itching warts. That's what they call them.
That's
Itching
Yeah.
similar
warts.
to herpes to me then. So that's similar to herpes. You can't get rid of herpes. They're
No, I
basically
think that's worse than herpes, girl, because
they
herpes
got
is a
worse.
cold sore on your lips sometimes, you know. I think
Let me
this a
types of
war.
herpes. It's like a herpes A simplex or something and a herpes sexual kind. I think the simplex kind is the ones that just pop up on your mouth that's not sexual. But then
That mouth is sexual.
But
It's
it's
all
but
sexual.
they're the same thing though. It's just a different strand.
Right, because you mess
Yeah,
around and,
but
and
I
put that
think
mouth,
some
you
people
put
got
that
HPV
mouth on
is.
something
hair.
sexual, it's just gonna transfer and change it to sexual herpes.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mouth gets used.
HPV versus herpes. Let me see
Yeah.
what they say.
Hmm. Okay, we got us a
Let's see.
researcher. Come into the news station. We
Oh,
we dig deep. We educating the people.
girl, I be
We
looking on
have
everything. I am the Google queen, girl. I want to know everything. I read through all the encyclopedias.
I have
Okay,
too.
HPV. Oh, this is so nasty. Both
pictures.
viruses.
You probably seeing pictures. I ain't
No,
looking.
I don't look at pictures. Okay,
I
a virus. I don't look at pictures too tough because my. Okay. Oh my God, I'm just scrolling. A group of viruses can cause genital warts. That's HPV. Okay, we know that already. Transmission. Both viruses are primarily transmitted through sexual contact. HPV can also be spread through skin to skin. Ugh.
Mhm.
okay. Oh,
HPV can be spread through contact with infected saliva or skin. So that means a motherfucker that don't bathe.
I'm saying so you
Okay.
can touch somebody and get it. Oh hell no, that's too much going on, Mike. I'm
Or
glad
that
you
you,
saved your life. That lady saved your life, Mike.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
saved their face and lips. Cause you seen them people with their ugly herpes lips that just like, ugh.
Mm. Lord
ugh.
Jesus got me scared to get back. I might not be having that warm girl summer I was speaking of.
Don't
I
Don't
do
think
it.
kiss nobody, girl. Don't kiss nobody.
Don't do it.
I
Because you
think
don't want to catch nothing. You don't want to catch nothing and then try to be serious with somebody
no,
and you got
it
to
wasn't
tell
even
them
about
that
being
shit.
sick. It wasn't even about
I,
being sick.
Okay,
It was about me
I
being.
found the chart.
Hmm.
90% of the population has HSV1, HPV. Oh, that's
90% of the
herpes. That's
population.
90%. Never mind, my bad. -90% has herpes. -75% has the HPV shit.
So which one
Yeah.
is greater and you
And
got negative?
HPV is greater.
Yeah,
Oral, anal, vaginal, skin to skin. Yuck.
I had to do my chart to see what my zero was and my negative lines to see which one was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
75 will
I,
be greater on the chart than the 90%.
yeah. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
But I didn't
I
know
Yeah.
never
You,
knew.
the touching part.
yeah. You
So
gotta
I
know
like
know
literally
what
not being
skin to
funny when they
Herpes.
mess
say
with.
skin to skin. When
So
they say
herpes
skin to
is
skin,
mostly bodily fluid. Herpes is mostly bodily fluids from oral, anal, and vaginal.
mm,
HPV is oral, anal, vaginal, and skin to skin.
that skin to
That's
skin is
some
scaring me.
nasty shit.
I'm like, when you say skin to skin, I'm wondering if it's like I can just hug somebody and maybe caress on them, and maybe they're a little sweaty and I am too, or
And
something
that's
like
what
that.
skin
But
to
then
No,
skin
saying,
not
means.
not
but
that not that kind of skin to skin.
I don't
It
know,
mean
like
like
they
if you
think
rubbing
about
up
skin
on
to
some
skin, but
genitals together and y'all doing some genital
hunching,
rubbing, like if these
hunching.
bras out here scissoring or some shit,
Y'all
or
know
you might be hunching your nigga or something
I
like
ain't
that. Yeah.
And that
if
fluid,
I'm
that's
hunching,
that golden
Okay,
shower. You get
okay,
that
so
golden
wait.
shower, you're gonna be splatted. Just
like,
all your
Oh
face
my
and
god, that's
everything
so
just covered.
nasty. Shut
I don't
up.
know,
That's
Golden
nasty.
shower. Just
Wait a
stop,
minute. So okay,
all
so
on your neck.
the symptoms,
no,
this who gets pissed on their neck? That's so
Golden
nasty.
shower, you know,
let's
On their
not go there.
neck?
take it in the face,
No,
Okay, so
pop it.
sores near the mouth. Okay, so herpes is sores near the mouth or genitals. HPV is often none.
oh, see,
None. No symptoms.
but well,
Genital warts.
warts on the other thing though, and that's probably like that might be the whatever you're
That's
reading is
the
probably what I read.
Let's we gotta change the subject
I'm
because
comparing them. I'm comparing them both. You the one brought up the HPV,
yeah,
the
we gotta
girl.
stop. We gotta change that because I manifest is that word manifest mean, and now we talk
What?
about this.
Nah,
We
I ain't
not,
manifesting. Me and Bobby
we got
clean.
that.
I ain't manifesting no
Why
diseases.
is you? That name been why?
Ah,
Why is you still bringing
you
her up?
like
She ain't here
manifest.
bothering nobody. Leave manifest
You talking
alone.
about being on it, right?
But
Mm-mm.
yeah, but y'all know I'm a
Me,
little slow sometimes with common sense stuff. I told y'all that. So at the end of the day, I was like skin to skin. So I was thinking like maybe a sweaty hug or something. But you're saying rubbing against the genitals.
Mm-mm.
If I'm rubbing
right.
against the genitals,
Mm-mm.
Man, I don't trust that sweaty
you
hug
going all
either.
the way. So therefore, I'm not going to be hunching nobody just to get skin to skin. So most likely, if I was to catch it, it came from the full thing. You know
Or
what I'm
that
saying?
could be from like oral too. So like
Oh,
if your skin
the
touching,
saliva, yeah.
Brooks
yeah.
Media, it happened to you.
He
What?
was not. He
Oh,
been
you
put
go
that.
with that.
He ain't talking about the
Oh,
um, STDs. That was when you was talking about the beating your meat. He said that when you was beating
oh,
the meat.
he got desensitized.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, just watching
Yeah.
porn and get you
But
like
yeah,
that
let's
because you'll
change
be
the
looking at
subject.
these women like. Then you look at the regular woman, you be like, nah, So
And this stuff don't even be that good. That shit so beat out. Them girls that do that porn, that shit is not real.
everybody a porn star now. That's crazy.
Who is everybody?
Well, not most everybody, most women nowadays that got sex tapes and all kind of stuff. They selling
That is not
content.
most women. That's not most women. That's
Mm,
He
them
don't do nothing but
women.
tell on his damn
I
self. He
want to know
telling
what
on
women might
You
be
see
what
like.
kind
it?
of women his ass be around because he
The
be telling
most
on his
women he
motherfucking self all the time.
just saying, that's what they do. That's what they do. It's
most of the
easy
women
money.
he talk to, girl.
He must be around a lot of younger women because I know no older ladies ain't out here just making sex tapes and selling their stuff and doing all that. Like
Never
Well,
nowadays.
no,
have,
they don't
never
want to see
will.
that. I mean, they probably
Never
did when they was
had.
younger.
When I was younger, I never did and never had to. Like
Well,
I
that
know
our
was
me.
never.
generation wasn't into that.
I ain't
No, it
sold
wasn't
it.
nothing.
I sent out a freebie to a guy or two, when I in my freaky
You
era.
know, we had
Send me
some fun.
something. Send me
Man.
something.
We had some fun. That's
you know,
it,
I,
son.
if somebody, I might be on somebody VHS
Oh,
tape
I think
somewhere.
I am too at a club, not doing nothing nasty though, just
Yeah.
dancing.
No, I'm talking about the
Mhm.
back that ass up video girl all in somebody camera, just backing that little booty up. I know I'm on the camera, but no, I ain't never sold no videos. And I don't think women in our age bracket, like the ones that are trying to, really be women, are out here selling S tapes or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's no market for them.
Or
That's over.
freely just rationing them out, shall I say? I don't see that. Maybe to their special person. Cause like if I got
Yeah.
if I got me a good boo and I know we locked in, like I am that person. Like it might be 11 o'clock in the day and you at work and you might just open your phone thinking it's a text message and hello, I'm here.
Yeah.
But that's my man. When I'm in with my man, when I have a man, not
Yeah, he
just
Yeah.
said both
So
women
think about how
have
many
sex.
men you had. So how many pictures
I've
is
been in 4
circulating?
relationships. I'm saying I've been in 4 relationships and
Yeah.
one in each city I've lived in. I've never, like I've not just had a bunch of boyfriends in
Oh
every,
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying
none of
everybody
that.
got some type of
I've been in
sexual
4 relationships.
explicit stuff out here they sell.
So
You
it's
say everybody got
Well,
some
not
Who just
everybody.
sexual.
said
A lot of people. A
everybody?
lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people you
Them
don't
hoes
even
you mess
realize.
with.
you gotta broaden your horizons for you to have all this stuff
Obsessive.
going on. You gotta
I'm
get
just
out of the
saying.
you gotta broaden your go around some healthy individuals where you have
Say,
healthy. These women ain't healthy in no way. Didn't you say they were big too? These women ain't healthy.
yeah,
I
the
had
big
one.
girls like to show their body though. The big girls
Yeah,
like
they
to
do.
do stuff like
They
They
do.
yeah.
Oh my God.
they're
This one
looking for
sent me a
words.
picture. It was so terrible.
They're looking for
It
that
was so
affirmation.
terrible. She took a picture in the mirror, like trying to entice me, right? Naked from the back, and she was big, and it's like her back was like a piece of chicken, like cottage cheese. I was just like, ah. I told her,
Oh,
I said, look, don't ever send me nothing like that. I like you because you're a good person. I don't like you because of your body. You
What
know
you
what I'm
tell? Send
saying?
me your face
look,
next time.
hold on, y'all.
Yeah,
Just
You
send
yeah,
me your
sent this
face.
to her.
right. Because
Your
if you
name
start
Mike
sending
for
me,
a reason.
it's
You go
nothing.
there
It's
like that.
ain't nothing worse than having somebody who really you're not really sexually attracted to like that start sending you sexual stuff, or they horny all the time. It's kind of like,
Well,
man,
that's
leave me
you
alone.
sound like you talking to your people, cause both of y'all horny all the time.
I'm not horny all the time no more. Until I touch
Horny all
Instagram, I
the
get on
time, horny
Instagram.
all the time, horny all the time.
Yeah, I get on
Okay.
Instagram. They start dancing. They be shaking, doing a little African dance. I be like, damn.
You telling on yourself, Might D. Do we need to click out?
Man,
No, no, y'all need to get on Instagram, make some content,
I'm not.
I don't
I
want to
just
see
use my
that shit.
shake it
you.
up.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I'm 41. My body's still bad. Now I ain't gonna lie. My body is intact and stacked and right. So if I wanted to, I could probably make sex tapes. Get out there. Oh, don't play with me. Don't play.
I
Body,
Prove
baby,
it.
my body. I don't have stretch
Prove it.
marks.
ain't about
I ain't
prove
proving
it.
nothing. I'm no prove me type of girl, but I know I can still get out there if I wanted to get out there, and I can compete with the 20, probably 32-year-old women if I wanted to do that type of stuff. But no, not doing it. Not doing it. Been there,
No,
done
that's
that.
everybody like everything.
Been
I
there,
just
done that.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
there's a market for everything.
I don't know how we got here. We done
Yeah, I
talked
done
about
seen some
everything
crazy
tonight.
stuff.
it's a market for everything. Mike,
It
it
I
is.
want you
is.
to go and I want you to go get baptized or something, my boy. You need to get some holy water put on your ass, huh? Cause
You're right,
you
and that's
you
that's
got a
that's
problem.
Mike, you want
Hey,
some holy?
that's
I got my
interesting
holy
too.
oil. I got my
You're
holy
right. You're
oil.
right.
flash,
You
flash,
absolutely right. I do need to, because I was, I actually picked up the Bible today and I started reading the book of Mark, and that's what happened
That
when John
too.
the Baptist baptized Jesus. That's when he became like Jesus. I didn't know that. He came out and seen the heavens, and God talked to him, was like, "Look, you that guy." And then he went into the forest for 40 days and was tempted by the devil. And after John the Baptist got locked up, because he got locked up, they threw him in jail. So then Jesus said, okay, I gotta start doing my thing. So
You read the hood version? Cause you
no,
telling it good now.
that's real. That's it. That's
I
exactly
know,
what
I
happened.
know, I know, but it sounds
Yeah,
like you
My
read it
holy
like
water.
that.
yeah. That's how you know they black. You know what I'm
Okay, get
saying?
it.
I'm
Okay.
blessing this live. I'm
Yeah,
sprinkling my holy water, right?
yeah,
Come get some. I got 2 bottles.
yeah. They locked John the Baptist up. Then they killed Jesus. You know,
I
they
got
don't
2
want the good
bottles,
news to
baby.
get spread. Oh, that's my new crypto project. The good news.
You sound like
Okay.
you just learning these things. You just not learning that.
Learning what?
That story you just told.
No, no. I mean, I'm seeing it with different eyes. The older I get, I can
Okay.
read the same thing.
And
As a
get a
kid,
better understanding.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because now that I have more life experience, I see what he's talking about because I can relate to those stories because, I've been blessed beyond belief, and I know the power of God. And I might talk stuff and be laughing and things like that, but that's how it is. But when it comes down to it, God is like the greatest for real. He do some stuff that's just amazing.
How to make more at?
Yeah. So
Honest with you.
yeah. So
Bless the
yeah.
Lord.
What's
You
what?
gotta use these tools. But you all, I gotta wrap this up though. I'm coming back tomorrow. It's a freestyle tomorrow. So and I'm gonna come back early so I can be here long because I ain't really got nothing planned. We just gonna have some fun talk, do whatever. I might throw some game action like the Would You Rather Sexy Edition because I never got to do that before I got canceled. So I'm coming. I ain't never get to do that segment before I got canceled, and it wasn't even the fact I got canceled, and then some life shit happened. That's what really happened.
I
I
was
ain't
about
like
to
I
say you didn't get canceled. I don't
yeah,
want you
it
to
ain't like I
think you
stopped
got.
because they got
Yeah,
canceled. No,
stop saying that
my
shit.
life
Yeah,
really
don't say
started
you
life.
got canceled. You just took a break. Cause shit. No,
I ain't
don't
stuck
say
up
you got.
with people. I just be talking shit.
I get it.
Jesse, you got a channel?
It sound fun. It sound fun to say you was canceled and you came back. Mel's got a channel.
Yeah,
Jesse,
drop their channels in
Jesse,
the
you don't have a
link.
channel. You just a subscriber.
Yeah, I don't have no channel.
You do TikTok?
Okay, I don't know how to do it. I gotta do it on my phone. I can't do it on my laptop because I don't know how to do it on my laptop. Hold on.
You can do it
I
I
got
after
a
got
after the
you.
TikTok
video.
channel. My
Put it in the
gardening
You
description.
stuff
said to do what?
is my
Yeah, I
gardening
want some
Vibes
stuff is
Queen
seeds.
on
live,
Facebook.
y'all. We gotta go. Vibes Queen live. I done been here for 3 hours, 16 minutes, and
Sheila.
28 seconds, y'all. She got 55 people over there. We can make it 60. But let me
Okay,
put
I'm
y'all.
going over there.
I'm gonna go
Thank
over there
you.
too. I
I'm
don't.
I'm
What's
gonna
your
drop
name
I
of
her
the
link
love
channel?
in the
Vibe
chat.
Queen.
You know
I
what? I
like
got.
Vibe Queen the cocaine.
I can't do that.
I'm over there.
I'm trying to work right now, and I'm bullshitting. I mean, I'm not bullshitting, but I'm saying I'm
I
working
want to
good.
learn how to.
Make
So
it
do
work.
you do day trading? Can you
Yeah,
teach me
man.
how to day trade?
Unfortunately, not right now because this is gonna be crazy. I mean, right now it's. I mean, we making money on the way down, but
Okay, I
yeah,
can
Okay,
do it.
we'll talk
yeah,
about it
we'll
on
talk
Monday.
about it
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, Monday. If you catch us Monday, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I
And
got you. I
yeah, because
want
it's
to
gonna
know.
be. But the rebound gonna be so awesome. Believe me, it's gonna be so
It
awesome.
always
So
is.
stack your bread and get ready because we about to get some bargains on Tesla and Nvidia. It's about to be parabolic, life
Okay,
Well,
I'm
I
changing.
got the
dropping it.
seeds for y'all. I got the seeds.
Cool. I like that.
And I got the fresh produce. My biggest thing is I want 50 watermelons in my yard. That's why I want to grow and just see my watermelons.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I got contagious link in there. Now I'm trying to. I can't. I Vibes live, so I can't really do her link, but I'm trying to. I got to figure it out on this phone. It's so weird.
I can share it to your.
No, matter of fact, while I'm in here,
I can share it to your wall.
no, Jesse can do it because I had asked Jesse earlier today to be a moderator for me. So if I go ahead and do that right now, Jesse
Or
can
you put
go.
it in the description. After
Mm,
after the video over with.
yeah, that's true
Or
too.
you
That's
could
there.
just look
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
Vibes
that'll be
Queen.
that'll be easier. But I already I just dropped mails on in the chat.
It's
Oh, my chat
contagious
went
right
up
now.
because I can't even get back to Jesse comments. I had some chats going on up in here. Okay, I see me.
I
You
don't
see
know
me.
how to.
Even though one but a few of us, like that's what I like though. I might not get a lot of people, but I have some great conversations and good fun with people that do come and vibe with me. So I appreciate y'all. But I am gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna try to give vibes a little bit of my time, but I gotta get a couple hours of sleep because I'm a mother. Gotta get up and get the baby to school by 7:45, and we gotta drive 30 minutes to Farmington Hills. So I get up and make that happen every day. But I
Yeah.
thank all y'all for coming up here, chopping it up. Like I said, if you got time tomorrow, I'm not sure what time. I'm gonna schedule it in the morning, depending on how I feel. And I'm gonna schedule it. But come in, just chop it up with me. We'll play some games, just do some stuff. I'll come up with something. And we off
I'll be at work
Saturday.
in the morning.
Yeah. No, not in the
Yeah.
morning. I'm not. It's gonna be in the evening time. I gotta work and
Oh, okay.
got my baby, get her to school, get us home. It's Friday, so she always something got to happen for her on Friday after school. She want to go somewhere or something. It's something going down. So it's gonna be an evening, a live like 10 o'clock, like I started, maybe 9, 10.
Oh,
But
okay.
I really like the 10 o'clock. It'd be hard because everybody else been and went live. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter if I got one person here. It was just me, Vibes, and Mike here on Monday for a long time, and we had a good time. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I think let me get out this live. I think I'm
Yeah,
echoing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that was probably me. I'm trying to go be nosy. Good
Oh,
night,
okay.
y'all. I'm finna
I
go be
enjoy talking to
nosy.
y'all. Y'all cool. Thank
Nice to
and
meet
Yeah, I'll probably be at over
yeah,
there
you.
nice to meet you
live.
too. And
Thanks,
Jesse, you cool as hell. I
Oakland.
like you too. I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all
Yeah,
can
Del.
stick around and for
Mm-hmm.
4 minutes and listen to my outro, it'll be great. But if not, I'm still gonna play it. And you all have a nice night. Everybody can drop themselves down off the panel, and I really appreciate y'all. So come back to Opinionated News Station.
Yeah. Peace.
All right, Mike. You figured it out. I want to thank everyone that decided to come in to Opinionated News Station to hold a discussion on are you his leading lady or is he leading you on, lady? Now, the discussion did go further on. We had a great time, great conversation, great people. I want to thank those that came on my panel tonight. I want to thank Vibes Queen, Mike D, Jesse James, Mel's Life, Manifest, those that was in my chat, Drea, and I believe because everybody else ended up coming on the panel. My sister stopped in the chat earlier today to say hi to me. My dearest best friend, Seisha, thank you for stopping into the chat and engaging for a quick second. I appreciate everybody. You all continue to stop here, become a traffic jammer. If you did not like the video, please like the video on your way out. And you all have a blessed night.
Breaking through the static, no filter, no breaks. Opinionated news, yeah, we're raising the stakes. Truth on the move, no slowing us down. We're jamming the traffic, taking over the town. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. Headlines roll, but we cut through the spin. Loud and clear, let the real talk begin. Thanks to you, we're breaking the mold. Opinionated news, fearless and bold. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. No backing down, no slowing the pace. We flood the streets with truth and grace. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud. Opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again. mic. Headlines roll, but we cut through the spin. Loud and clear, let the real talk begin. Thanks to you, we're breaking the mold. Opinionated news. Fearless the mic. No backing down, no slowing the pace. Slowing the pace, slowing the pace. We flood the streets with truth and grace. Truth and grace. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise, hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud, opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again. What's that saying? Everybody has somebody. The level of somebody they have is the question that should be communicated at hello. However, the questions aren't asked early on. Are you involved with someone? Are you living with anyone? Are you married? Those are the three main questions that are overlooked at the initial greeting, because you're smitten at hi lady instead of inquiring about the valuable. And for valuable information, women are often sidetracked by the valuables of the man. Well, everything that glitters isn't golden. Yes, he's handsome. Yes, he has money. Yes, he introduced himself to you, Forrest. Everyone has an agenda, but are you a part of the plan? Men pray for a good woman, and women pray for a good man. Know the difference? A man enters a woman's life, and he instantly knows his intentions. Expectations of you as he has preyed upon this. A woman meets a man and immediately begins setting expectations with intentions of, this is what I prayed for. You'll eventually find out who, what you are to him. Is this man really what you prayed for? Or is he the man sent to prey upon you while you're growing into your woman? There are men of season, and there are also men of reason. Throughout your growing season, you'll have to differentiate between knowing if you are his lead lady, or if he's leading you on, lady. His leading lady is confident in herself, him, and their situation. She's walking with him, allowing him to be the leader he was born to be. He's leading you on, lady. If you have to ponder where you fit into his life, he will guide you and all along without a clear representation of who you are, leaving you in confusion. His leading lady is given assets, treated with respect, and is offered opportunities to grow with him. He's leading you on, lady. If you're treated like a liability, disrespected, and have no possibility of growth, no woman wants to feel as if she is not number one in her man's life. In order to be the leading lady, you first have to know when he is leading you on and let go. Be the woman who is an asset. Be the woman that can be confident in herself first. And be the woman who knows how to walk alone. So when and if he does come along, you'll know you're his leading lady, and not constantly wondering if he's leading to no breaks. Opinionated news, yeah, we're raising the stakes. Truth on the move, no slowing us down. We're jamming the traffic, taking over the town. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. Headlines roll, but we cut through the spin. Loud and clear, let the real talk begin. Thanks to you, we're breaking the mold. Opinionated news, fearless and bold. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. No backing down, no slowing the pace. We flood the streets with truth and grace. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud. Opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Turn up the mic. Headlines roll, but we cut through the spin. Loud and clear, let the real talk begin. Thanks to you, we're breaking the mold. Opinionated news, fearless the mic. No backing down, no slowing the pace. Slowing the pace, slowing the pace. We flood the streets with truth and grace. Truth and grace. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud. Opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again.